pickle? What are we buying? What's the pickle? What are we buying? Buying. We buying. Buying. What's the pickle? What are we buying? What are we buying? What are we buying? What's the pickle? What are we buying? What are we buying? What are we buying? Buying. What are we buying? Oh, what are we buying? Buying. Buying. What are we buying? Oh, what are we buying? Buying. Buying. Right, you guys, grabbing that coffee. Leave a comment in the purple pill. Repost the room. I'll be right with you. What are we buying? What's the pickle? What are we buying? Oh, what are we buying? What are we buying? What are we buying? Buying. What's the pickle? What are we buying? What are we buying? Buying. What are we buying? Buying. What are we buying? Buying. What's the pickle? What are we buying? What are we buying? Buying. What are we buying? Buying. What are we buying? Are we buying? Buying. 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 Are we buying? What are we buying? All right, you guys. Good morning or good evening, wherever you are. Welcome everybody on the YouTube live stream and on the X live stream. Good morning, Ticklet. Waits for some more people to enter the room. That always takes a little while, you guys. But I want to request up on stage. Go right ahead. I had a great day. Really, really busy, you guys. Some shenanigans on the timeline. Somebody was calling me, must be a dude to run a successful account like that. And then
Whoa,
when I
whoa,
said,
shots
well,
fired.
join
That's
my spaces, maybe you should join my spaces. And he was like, no, because I'm going to be your exit liquidity. And I was like, you bet.
wow.
I'll beat your ass. Right.
Oh man.
He's going to be my exit liquidity anyway because he's part of the not
Yeah.
going to make it
You're
club,
like, no
right?
shit. That's funny.
Right. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then this morning, I somebody was posting about the support, and some people were under there with some questions like, "Hey, who would like to support me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would." Right. And so I responded to like maybe 5 or 6 people under his post, and he was like, "Stop." And I was like, "What do you mean stop?" And I'm not, I'm done. I'm getting too many notifications, and I was like, "What? You are grumpy because of you get notifications?"
Wow.
I was like, notifications pay us, my guy. I don't know what you're talking about. And
Jeez.
he said, right. And then he got into my DMs. He's like, you must be AI. I was like, sure, whatever you want, right? I just saw these people so weird today. Is
Yeah,
it is it like
you're
full
like, yes,
moon?
give me
You
all
have
your
that going on?
send me all your bank
Yeah, I
account
remember seeing
information
that.
and I will
I remember seeing that.
say it
What
again.
was that? It was that, Jebs?
I said I remember seeing that. The guy was so funny about that stuff.
Yeah, some weird people today on the timeline, you guys. But yeah,
Market's
we got to take
down.
it.
It's like
Yeah, maybe
the
that's
creeps
it,
come
right?
out. Yeah, what creeps come out below
Yeah, yeah.
110,000.
The freaks.
It's
Yes,
like a full
the
moon.
freaks come out. I have a song about that. It's a techno song.
Oh, which
Yeah.
one? How does it go?
Well, I'm gonna have to search it because I'm not singing. As you can hear my voice, I've been talking too much.
Yeah, you're
I
killing it.
also been on stage today talking real life, right? So
Hey, I can tell.
doing stage hypnotism, and so my voice is so wrecked. But I'm just gonna hold space anyway. There will be space tomorrow again too, so don't worry about it. Right? Let's
Yes.
move on and first do a round of the good mornings. Adam, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. How are you doing, guys? Good to see you.
Hey,
Yeah,
GM.
it's a wonderful day, huh? Except for all the red, but there you go.
Red's opportunity to buy, you guys. Quarter 4 is gonna be pumps. That's almost guaranteed, unless some black swan comes by and just sinks us all. But yeah, don't worry about today. If the market is red like this, go find something else that you can pump, right? Go look. Maybe you could do a different area in your life, bring some focus there, make it better. There's no use looking at the charts if there's no trading going on. Now, I'm a trader, so I did put in my shorts. For me, up and down makes no difference. Money's the money, right? Barbie, good morning, girl. Oh, glad to have a female on stage with me. Kind of felt alone in the world today. Not gonna lie.
How you doing, girl? Thanks for having me up. And I totally get it when I'm the only girl in my space. Uh, on a side note to that, I was at a conference, and so like I went to the conference, and then we went to the official closing party last night, and I was like, there's so many guys here. Like this is so ridiculous. It's weird. I feel
Man,
like I'm not supposed to be there, but then I'm like, no, but they need me. They need me.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Man, I've been to like a Bitcoin conference, and I was just going there with a friend, and then the guy. Yeah, we just going there together just as friends, and then some guy thought that I was just his girlfriend. That was fun. When people, women in Web3 crypto, when they go to conferences, it's like you must be the plus one. You cannot possibly own a portfolio yourself.
Oh my
you,
gosh.
you must
That
be the plus the gold digger, right? You must be the gold digger.
that Well, and then the funny thing is just like the way I carry myself and the way I market myself, especially people are like, oh, she's a Barbie. She must just be here. Actually, in Vegas, two things happened. One, I went to the DNA house dinner, and we got there and we were like a little bit late. I got invited by the CEO of DNA house. I met him in the street one night, like the night before. I just met him like randomly, t-shirts and jeans type thing. And yeah, and he invited me, so I get there, and like there's after parties and stuff. So yeah, we were looking cute. I was with another girl. We were in little black dresses, looking good. But anyways, we walked in, and some guy was literally like, "Oh, the hookers have arrived." Bro, the way my head snapped on my neck, I was like, "Be professional, professional, professional. Don't slap the shit out of this guy right now." Anyways, and then yeah, so we went in, and
did you
then
pepper
a
spray
bunch
him?
of
You should-
no, I literally, because he was at this table, so I literally walked right over to the table, put my hands on the table, and like leaned over in his face, and I was like, "Actually, I've been in crypto for 10 years. How long have you been in crypto?" And he was like, and like everyone else at his table was like, "Oh shit!" Like, yeah. Anyways, that happened, and then another thing that happened was I was talking to some other guy just quickly standing there trying to work out something that was maybe a potential opportunity. And his partner uh, came over, and I was with two other gentlemen. One was my videographer, and one was another guy that I was doing interviews with. And sorry, I got this dinosaur here. But the other guy that walked up after me and his business partner were talking shook, like I'm literally standing in the middle of two guys, looked at my videographer, shook his hand, said hi, literally looked at me, then looked at the guy on the other side of me, shook his hand, introduced himself, and then just started talking. And I stopped him, and I was like, yeah, hi, I exist too. I'm the Bitcoin Barbie and whatever. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I just, and I said, and actually, everyone you just shook their hands, I paid them to be here today. So, and he was like, he like literally was like, oh, fuck. Like, you could just see it in his face.
and
Like,
then you
Oops.
pepper sprayed him. Should have
yeah,
pepper sprayed
yeah,
him
I
too
basically, I pepper sprayed him. But
on
yeah,
an
no
assault
talking.
rampage.
Oh man, now that
Yeah.
is unfortunate. The guy's defense, like just playing devil's advocate, maybe he thought you were booed up with somebody and didn't want to like piss off another dude by talking to the dude's girlfriend, because that's very much a thing in like machoism and stuff. Is like, hey, don't talk to my chick, bro. It's like, I mean, I just noticed things like that, so that could be the psychology. I could be completely wrong. Maybe the guy's just a dick and thought that, no woman could be in crypto, which is more likely
Nice.
the explanation.
Us women always have to assume you're just being a dick.
Yeah, no.
We cannot be nice
Yes.
to we have to come from the premise of just assuming you're a
Well,
dick.
Most of the time, yeah,
and but
that's
that's
true.
the thing
Yeah.
is like, you know what? That's like the thing is, yeah, I can understand what you're saying, and I did think about that, but at the same time, it's like,
Right,
even if that's the case, we're
right,
at a business conference. So even
right,
if the guy got mad because you said anything to the girl,
right.
actually the guy is a dick, because why are you at a conference getting mad about someone shaking your girl's hand at
Yeah,
a business
true,
thing?
true. It's super weird,
So
but it happens.
yeah, right. Like that's my thing. But anyways,
Yeah.
I feel like
I think I
I
think
feel
that
like
you're making a very valid point though, and I've brought this up before to Wild as well. That I feel like women are very much disenfranchised in this space because they are minimized and disregarded as like whatever, like what, like decorations or something. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that that is the case. I'm saying that that's
Yeah, you're
some
a gold digger.
mentality.
You're seen as a gold digger. As soon as you enter
Yeah.
on stage and they realize you're a woman, that's the thing that they're gonna assume, basically,
Yeah, I
right?
get super
oh wait,
bullish though. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it
here's the
because
Yeah,
for
me
real
me it's
too.
a
I
okay.
mean,
nice indicator of
Hold
the way
on, hold.
things are
Here's
going.
the real response.
Yeah.
I am a gold digger. I'm a shameless gold digger. I'm not dating no
that
broke man.
that's
I'm not dating
that's
nobody who
true.
can't fucking have their shit together. And you're not gonna make me feel bad about it. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah,
You want to live broke life? That's on you. You want to
Dude,
be
exactly.
making
it's
sure your
such
man can't take care of you? That's on fucking you.
yeah.
I know
Well,
what
I
I
was
bring to the
meaning more in
table.
that you don't know anything, right? So you just sit there,
That's
look pretty, and
Yeah,
say nothing.
yeah.
and that's a
Exactly.
job on its
That's what they
own.
think.
The best
That's
part about it is that everybody on that stage or on the stage and everybody in the listeners, you can really, they're gonna be your biggest fans because
yeah.
they're gonna ask a question, and I have yet to meet people in spaces that are as knowledgeable as I am. I'm just gonna have to say it,
True.
right? Oh, now
Yeah.
I do know I'm in Bitcoin groups, and these nerds they far surpass me, but they're not in spaces, and
Yeah.
so. I asked that guy. He was from meme, so it wasn't that hard. I was like, "What is blockchain technology? Can you explain me? Because you assume I know nothing. Then maybe you can explain me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how you work, but I come with a swap liquefy function,
I love it. I love it.
and I will
See, and
run you."
I'm willing to admit though, and that's the thing is like I'm also willing to admit when people are like, "Well, you don't know anything about that," and I'm like, "That's fine, but I do know about this, this, and this. I don't need
Yeah.
to know everything.
That's super
I don't
weird.
need to know
Yeah.
everything."
Right.
Yeah, that's
It's to
like,
point
but
out that, oh,
that's
well,
a
you don't know about this. It's like, oh, I don't know about that obscure thing that fucking 0.001% of the population knows about.
you
It's
Yeah.
know,
like what?
that's like
Like,
when people are like, "Oh, you're from this city. Do you know this person?" You're like, "What?"
yeah,
Like,
no, we all know each other. Yeah.
everyone knows each other. Actually, that's my best friend's cousin's brother's sister, who's actually married to my aunt's brother. Like, stop it.
7 degrees of separation, yes. Matt Rife and
All
his
right, you guys.
freaking Doginal dog. What do you think, Barbie?
Oh my
Yay or
God, you
nay? Are
guys,
you guys all like
that is just so exciting.
So did the guys give him that, or he actually just bought
ooh,
it?
No,
good
he bought
question.
it. 17 G's. He bought the wizard.
He did buy it. It wasn't a
Yeah.
gift. It wasn't a
Yeah.
gift.
He bought
Interesting.
it.
I know. Also Tiffany Fong got one. They put her in the group, but I think they
Yeah.
gave it
Ooh,
to her. And I don't think she like. 'Cause she hasn't said anything about it online. She hasn't.
Well, I
yikes.
didn't. I didn't see the buy bot going off, but the buy bot went off for Matt. So
Damn. So
Oh, very
you have his
cool.
address. You have his the buy bot went off, so you have his wallet address? Hey, what is it? No, I'm just kidding. I
But
don't
it's just
care.
his
I'm
Dojanol
just
address. Yeah, it's probably just for the dog.
right.
yeah, and
That's
he
funny.
just, it's gonna be his, in his wallet.
That's
Of
so
course,
cool.
we know what dog he has, so even if the buy bot didn't went off, we could still uh, trace that. Right? That's not that hard. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of fun, exciting things with the Dojo dogs, you guys. But let's say good morning to Chubbs right here. We haven't said good morning yet. You guys, you need to leave something in a purple pill and do the reposting thing, right? Because we need, usually the second half of the space a little bit more bullish when people start to come in. a little bit more, so we can start some shilling later on. Chubbs, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. James here.
GM
You
Chubs.
sound so calm for this Friday. I like it. It's been a busy day for me, so I'm just like, yes, I'll take it.
What's the elephant diamond, Chubs? What's the ticker?
I'm more into Torn ecosystem. Honestly, I'm just getting up from sleep. My sleep routine is really fucked up. Apologies.
Are you in the other hemisphere? Are you on the other side of the world? Where are you located geographically?
Yeah, third continent, third world, Africa,
Are you in Nigeria?
precisely.
Ah,
You
sick.
may not guess again, Tick, today. That was it for you.
It's
Right.
no, but that is sick. I love I'm just so curious about the infrastructure that's going on in Nigeria. Is like Amazon and Google like paving the streets in like digital gold, or I am trying to be funny, but I am super curious. Like when you walk out the door, is like Amazon and Google and like every like tech company just like owning up a building, or it kind
Hell,
of, right?
hell,
Not really, Tick.
No,
We
it
don't have infrastructure.
seems like it. Everyone's on chain online, and from what I've watched in documentaries, it's like they're like, yeah, like Amazon and Google and like all these, trillion-dollar companies are, building tons of infrastructure in
Yes,
Nigeria.
remember we talked about that. We talked about that
Yeah.
mining company. What was it again?
Oh, that's
What was it
right.
called again?
What Ku? It was
No,
Kufu.
no. It was
No,
something with Fu.
Fu
Yes, I
Fu
don't know. Oh,
Coin.
and now
Well,
I want
it
to
was
look
like
it up.
Fu Coin or Fufu or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but they actually make miners, but it sounded so like, coming to America style. I don't know if you guys know that, but
Yeah. Right.
it's
Yes.
the business name was, I wanted to invest right away. I mean, look,
Uh,
I'm not gonna lie. What was that? It's a South African mining company. Let's look it up. Hold on.
I also heard some more stuff
South
about
African or Mid Africa, I don't know.
what is
Go
it?
ahead.
There's another one that was brought to me yesterday as well. A mining thing. I'll have to do some more research and talk to some people about it. But Aubrey wanted to bring Barbie by. I mean, we'll get to it later, but it was to discuss.
Yeah.
Aubrey will have to remind me. Barbie has the alpha on Clown ICP, the
Yes.
Internet Clown Protocol, or
Yes.
whatever it's called. So,
But I
we
wanted
do
to
want to
do a
discuss
little
that
bit of
later.
a round
Yeah.
first,
Yes.
Tick,
Sorry about
because
that.
we need some more people in the room. We cannot have Barbie talking to only 10 people. She needs 15.
Yes.
So you guys need to do better with reposting and stuff. I mean,
Yes.
you
Like,
tag some
repost.
friends in there, tag some friends, and let's say good morning to Adam. Adam, good morning.
Hi. How's it going?
Hey.
Oh man, I'm actually pretty tired, guys. It's not the morning at all. It's the night. It's very much the night. It's the middle of the night.
I
And
know.
yeah. So I'm actually very happy to be here. I'm a big fan of this show. I think you guys are great. And so it's wonderful. I think the ticker, there are many tickers. There are so many tickers, and they're all so exciting. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this.
Yes. Where are you? You're in Australia?
I'm in Hong Kong.
You're in Hong
Whoa.
Kong. Yes, that would be nighttime for you also then. Yes.
Yes, it's very much the night. It's been Bitcoin Asia today, actually.
Yeah.
It
I
was pretty
just
epic.
saw this. I just saw this thing. It was drones flying above Hong Kong in the shape of Bitcoin. Was that like? Is that for real? What the hell is that?
I didn't see that.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I was
But
looking at the
maybe-
image. I'm like, is this AI? But it was like a shot of Hong
Yeah.
Kong, and in the sky there was a light up drones and doing a Bitcoin to the rocket thing.
It is possible. I mean, there was a lot going on actually, and I haven't.
Give us a rundown.
I haven't seen everything.
Why is it
But we
Bitcoin
had
Asia?
we had Eric Trump, right? I think the consensus is he was responsible for the dump, right? So it was literally like after he said it's going to 1 million, and then that was when the sell-off started.
Oh God, dude.
Which is expected, right?
Hey, what about buy Ethereum right now? What does he say? Trust me on this, or he's like, you'll thank me later. Thank me later. You remember that one? That was
Yeah.
So, but dude, he was right.
That was
dude,
Donald,
Ethereum was at
that was Donald June. That was Donald Jr. though, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
Was,
Yeah, that was
this
at
was Eric.
Ethereum was at like 1800 or like sub 2000 when he said "thank me later," and when it did run up to 48, I was like, holy! I was like, damn, because for the longest time it just kept pulling back, and it was like, oh yeah, thank me later. That was like a meme, dude. There was actually meme coins launched called "Thank Me Later" because it was like laughable that he said that, and for like 2 months it just kept pulling back. But
yes, gotcha. It's funny. I hadn't really differentiated between Eric and Donald Jr. Like when it was Eric, it's like Eric Trump is coming. It's like, oh, Eric Trump. That's Donald Jr. Right?
yeah,
It's like,
I don't know.
It was actually. It's quite amorphous. Like for me,
Okay.
they're kind of interchangeable. It's like they're quite fungible.
Yeah.
The Trump.
Well, except Baron.
Jr.
Baron's kind of like
Obvious-
a
well,
freak
obviously
at
Bar-
6'8" and like or whatever.
Yeah, but Baron is a non-fungible Trump.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, straight up.
definitely.
Yes, he is the
But,
NFT because you can't fake the funk with the non-fungible
No.
Trump.
No,
Dude, this needs to be a
definitely
song.
not.
Wild, are you hearing this? You can't fake the funk with the non-fungible Trump. Oh man,
Man,
it's the
that's
real
beautiful.
Baron. I'm the real Baron. Yes,
What the
I'm
hell
the
is
real
that?
Baron. All you other, yeah, something like that.
But Adam, nu was je jongen.
I'm sorry. What was
Do you
that?
speak Chinese?
不好意思，我的中文不是很好。
How? Oh, so good. Oh, we can
That's
talk
cool.
Chinese together. I love it.
That's so cool.
I'm learning
Yeah.
Chinese.
Oh,
Need a
yeah.
rap
Oh,
in
I
Chinese.
love
Need a
that.
Donald Trump rap
Lehigh.
song in Chinese.
How are you, Wild? What are you using? Are you using like Duolingo or something to learn? And I'm assuming you mean
No,
Mandarin.
I have a Chinese teacher.
Yes,
Yes, I have a teacher.
I love it. Well, I'm a huge language person. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but I speak 3 languages fairly fluently, and then I speak Hebrew. I can't speak Hebrew as much, but I can read and write it because I don't have anyone to practice with. So, but I'm like reading and writing in Hebrew pretty well now. So I love language, and yeah, Mandarin and Russian and Arabic are the next ones that I really want to learn.
Yes, yes. Mandarin is, I thought Japanese first, because I speak a lot of languages too, and I always think that you need to exercise your brain. And but Duolingo, that stuff doesn't work for me. I need a teacher, and because I realized with learning languages that your pronunciation is all. So even if you say it wrong, just by sounding right, right, it still comes across. And so a teacher is just gonna yeah, tweak you a little bit more towards that, and especially in Mandarin when you have like 4 different ways to where your tongue moves in your mouth, right? So it's kind of difficult for us on the Western languages, the Latin languages too. And so yeah, it's different. But yeah, he gives me assignments too. I need to go to Chinese store and order in Chinese, right? And yes, speak as much Chinese as possible with Chinese people. Also, I need to listen to Chinese hip hop to figure out what they're saying.
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
it. I do that music, and I also I put the subtitles in Hebrew on my like whenever I'm watching TV, I always put the
Yeah, it's the
subtitles.
way.
Either
Yeah.
I switch it between if I do the subtitles like in English and then like hear the language, and then like or I do it the opposite, so it's English.
Yes.
Like if I'm really just chilling watching the show, then I'll leave the subtitles in English and let them. But if I'm like doing like 3 or 4 different things, I'll because I still want to like know
Yeah.
what's going on. But anyways,
No,
yes, so
absolutely. Movies are a great way too. Actually, one of the assignments where the only movies I can watch are Chinese movies,
love it.
which are ridiculous. You guys, everybody dies from internal bleeding from the mouth. They commit suicide by running into a wall all the
It's the
time
most.
in
It's
every
so.
movie.
Have
They're
you
like,
watched
well,
any Nigerian movies? The plot is always the
Oh,
same. It's always
yes,
like
it's always the
someone's
same.
so
yes.
rich,
I gotta
someone's
watch.
cheating on someone, and then they've got to murder somebody, or they got to kick their child out of the house because they're not amazing or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's always
yeah,
some
yep,
crazy shit in Hollywood
But
movies.
the
yeah.
special
Oh,
effects are
guys.
so good though. The special
Adam
effects.
Adam knows about Chinese movies. I bet you.
Oh yeah. I mean the kung fu movies though. The kung fu movies are so good. I had
I
Yeah,
the
they're
love
whole
so
kung fu
good.
movies, dude.
I
I love
just
kung fu.
oh my god, I watched so many.
They're
Like all
badass.
of the classics, like
Yeah.
the Shaw Brothers,
Enter
right?
the
Oh my
Dragon.
god.
Yeah,
Oh
I've
my
watched
god.
the
Oh my god, Enter the
Shawans.
Dragon. Yeah, it just gets crazy though. It's true. It's just but the kung fu way of like, you know, going through the rigmarole of just like doing the crap, like the chores for all of the time, and then, you know, the hero's journey and becoming the master in the end and beating the boss man.
And beating up like
But,
50 people in one dojo. It's like,
yes.
I love it.
The best ones are the just the more obscure, like the Monkey King is a classic character, but
Okay.
yeah,
I don't think I've seen that.
it's Pai Mai, right? The guy Tarantino, you know, the guy that Tarantino put in Kill Bill, like that character is just an archetype, right? He's literally like, he
Yeah.
just pops up all these different movies, and he's like a Marvel. He's like in the multiverse, right? Because he's got different names, but he's the same guy.
He's a fungible token.
Yes, he is fungible as well. That guy, Pai Mai, I think that's what they call him. But
I'm looking up
but the
Monkey
Korean
King.
movie, yeah, this Journey to the West, that's like, there hasn't been a really good movie of it actually, but it's I'm actually reading it at the moment, which is like, yeah, long. It's like it's an ancient book basically, and there were some TV series, a few TV series, and then there's this game, right, Black Wukong, that came out last year, and that's the first kind of blockbuster Chinese game ever, right? So with the Monkey King, yeah, but he's an iconic character as well.
What's the name on that game one more time? I'm curious. I want to just look at it.
Black Wukong. Yeah, you should check it out. I mean, I would, if I had a PlayStation, I should just get I'll get a PlayStation when GTA comes out, but
okay,
I've been kind of holding off.
I sold mine. Yeah, once I had it sitting there for months. I barely ever turned it on, and I was like, I'm just gonna get like $300 back for this because it's a paperweight. And right now I have an Xbox One S that I haven't turned on in like 8 months, and I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, dude, why do I do? I don't know why I buy these things. I'm like, oh, this is a valuable asset. Like this, I'll turn around and sell it when the price goes up or whatever. And the tariffs didn't do what I thought they would, so now I just have this stupid Xbox sitting here. So if anyone wants to buy an Xbox, dude, my DMs are open. Also, real quick, I do want to touch on something. I've been advertising that, hey, use Nano Browser AI Agent to help comb through your following list on Twitter, and it will automatically unfollow people that are not following you. I was doing it yesterday. I ran it for like, I don't know, 30 minutes or something, and I came back to my computer, and it was like, you've been limited for 3 days. So my account now is like deboosted, and I'm limited on following and liking and doing all that stuff on posts because I was, abusing the system. So I do wanted to kind of like pass that along so no one else has to deal with that. I don't want someone to like, get their account messed up and then be like,
you
dude,
can only do. That's why I said I use the Nano Browser too. But then you put in the prompt that you only want 75 people.
Ooh.
If you just leave it on, it will just go indefinitely,
and
that's
then
you're
what
going
it was.
over.
Okay, because I had
What is this?
Also,
Nano Browser.
It's a autonomous AI agent browser automation tool. So it uses, it's open source. You can put in whatever API keys to access any AI models that you have access to. So Gemini is free. So you get a Gemini API key through Google Gemini, and then you go on there, you configure Nano Browser, and you can do autonomous browser control. So like you can come up with your own use cases. One use case I came up with was go through my list of people I'm following. If the person is not following me back, go ahead and unfollow them. And then I was like, put 2 seconds in between the unfollowing and then scrolling down, and then wait 2 seconds in order to put like limiter to work around the limiters. However, even with the 2-second buffer, it still flagged me for violating policy.
It's 75. Yeah, 75 people you can unfollow.
Is there a way that you could oh sorry, go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead, buddy.
I was just gonna say, like, because one thing I do is I manually go through my followers, and if people aren't following me, I don't necessarily unfollow them right then. I'll go and start like posting on their thing and try to make contact and ask for a follow.
That's alpha. Damn, that is so fire.
Yeah,
Just like,
I used to do that too, but
like sometimes when things get posted, right, like all of a sudden 40 people follow me, and like, when you like refresh your thing or whatever, sometimes it just like it doesn't show you right away, and like there's little glitches and stuff. So yeah, could make a contact instead. And if they don't and they're like trying to be bougie, then yeah, delete them or like unfollow them. Fuck it.
Trying to be bougie. Most trying to be bougie. I mean, they will unfollow you later. Like, thank you, right? And we know I've seen these men. They are just repeated offenders. I see them all the time now, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna ignore you. That's what I'm gonna have to do. But otherwise, this really for me is the alpha. I can't be bothered. I put the nano browser on, but I limit it to 75, and then we'll see where we get there. And I exclude some people that I might follow that will not follow me back. Like Alex Becker, I gave up hope he follows me back. But yeah, I do have these on, so that it doesn't erase the Alex Becker thing. But yeah, Adam, the last that I watched was what was that? The Guardians of the Fun, and I really enjoyed that. Maybe something for you. I don't know. It was kind of like a. I like in Chinese series they shoot that series within like 4 months, and they release all of the episodes so you can like binge. You can be like, yeah, going to town. But yeah, a lot of fun there. Anyway, we got Aubrey on stage too. Good morning, Aubrey. Aubrey is having a microphone, you guys. Aubrey
Oh, it's
is
so awesome.
talking to
I'm
us.
so
Beautiful.
happy
Yes.
that she's joining us
Good
today.
morning. What's up,
GM,
guys?
get money, Aubrey.
Good morning.
How
Yeah,
you
let's
doing?
get it.
GM. GM is good luck for get money. But yes, how are you doing today? I'm so happy that you joined us, dude. You have no idea how stoked I am that you have a microphone and that you can join us, just because you are one of like the most awesome people when it comes to being supportive, engaging on the timeline, and just also you have such a good nose for projects that with developers that have some integrity. So hats off to you for just being such a awesome community member. Very stoked that you can now join us with the microphone. Yep.
Yeah, well, thank you. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing half the time, but I do try to just look for authentic people that
Yeah.
have good knowledge. And, I mean, because I'm out here in the swamp trying to navigate to find out who's real and who's not. And so, it's hard, but I've kind of noticed that I kind of see all the same good people in the same spaces, and
Yeah, it's
so
weird. It's weird when you see
it's
you see
cool,
Chadette.
but yeah,
I mean, weird in a good way. Like it's like a good indicator. So like Chadette, I see like in a ton of in a ton of the same spaces, and it's like the projects that I feel like are true. It's like I see the same projects, like same people, not necessarily the same people, but different people gravitating toward the same projects. And that's like the indicator that I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it's a good sign. So like with like Gem and Chadette, and like, I'm not going to go through and spiel all the Solana coins that I'm a fan of, but it's like, I'm not a fan of most coins in Solana, like 99.9% of them, rightfully so, because I just don't have a whole lot of faith in most of those dust bags. But with with like Chadette, with Gem, like they're kind of cut from a different cloth, and that's clearly evident. And so when other people can kind of like pick up on that as well, it's a very bullish feeling. I get stoked. We had, what's her name, Shiny Gal. I don't know, you guys are familiar with Shiny Gal, right? She was in a space yesterday with us, and when I was like going through like their profile, everything that I saw was like Chadette. It was like all the same sort of projects that come on to what's the ticker and all that stuff. And yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but yeah, great, really awesome to have such a great community, and very grateful for you guys. So I'm gonna shut up before I embarrass myself further. Anywho,
Oh, you were on a roll, Tick, and my
Yeah.
voice is gone. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay,
yeah, you're
cool.
doing
So
great. You're doing
that's not
great.
the
Let's
worst.
say good morning to some other people, or good evening.
Yes,
I see
yes.
the Click has joined the house. Click, how are you doing?
What's good, Click? How are things on your side of the?
Damn, I was talking. I was not unmuted. I'm doing great, fam. Thank you very much. Happy to be in wild space for once. I'm usually unloading and loading my truck at this time, but I had to run and do it super quickly so I could make some time. And excited what you guys have to bring to us today.
That is so cool. I'm so
Well,
stoked that you
it's
joined
good
us.
to have you here. Yes, I had to miss a few of your spaces this week because I had a lot going on in real life and had to be on stages in real life, right? And so my brain is a little scrambled and my voice is therefore also not completely there. But we're gonna manage. And I've been drinking tea with honey, lots and lots and lots, just ease it a little bit. But I notice now that it starts to get worse again. So a tick might just completely take over this space for today. Somebody said, "Well, you sound really sexy." I was like, "Well, it really hurts." But yeah,
Oh,
I'm
nice.
so you're actually lucky because I just cannot climb on the leaderboard today. But that's obvious now.
Mm,
I
yeah.
But
love it.
Well,
You must
um,
be doing all these conversations because it's just like I do the same thing when I'm in spaces for like all day, or if like I'm talking all day, I sound the same. And then you get that what's her name? Tiffany. What's that? You know the one, the girl, she was like the bride of Chucky. She's got that
oh,
sexy, raspy
yeah,
voice.
yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
This is what you sound like right now. You got like the little you got a little sexuality in your voice right now, girl.
Well,
Very nice.
I like my own voice back. It was this afternoon. They didn't have the microphone was so soft that I actually needed to half yell for a complete hour, and just to reach the people in the back of the audience. And it was a little bit, but it was a lot of fun, you guys. We got Trash Panda in the house too. Good morning, Trash Panda.
Good morning, guys. You know, it's a great day. Stoned Rabbit's officially sold out. It's minted out. It's
What?
capiche. And the floor,
Whoa.
is 0.25 as we speak.
Damn.
So good
Wow.
news. It's a good morning.
That is wild. Yeah,
That
that's
is
Slot.
go ahead.
Oh,
that
even
is.
have a. Oh,
Yeah, go
sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay, okay. Even had we have a slot machine update. It's gonna launch either 5th or 6th of September. So then that goes live. Yeah, very good Friday morning.
You got to get Dripster to come through, and I want to talk to Dev. A 69 soul to the last pumper, 1,500 up for grabs, $1,500
Yeah.
US.
No, the dripster part.
Yeah, the meme challenge.
Oh yeah, it's 1,500 USD worth of the token.
Holy hell, dude, this is crazy.
Why do
69
you think?
Solana.
Yeah, why do you think I've like done so many memes?
Why you're so bullish on it? Yeah, yeah. Damn.
Yeah,
And you
like
know what's some crazy alpha is that Google Veo 3 is free for the weekend until Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. I believe when you go on Gemini, you can still access. If you go gemini.google.com, you can access Veo 3 until Sunday for free, from what I understand. And we've been talking about it before that Veo 3 is incredibly expensive to generate videos. So if you do want to take part in this meme contest that Trash Panda has been, dude, he's been screaming in the desert for a week, and I'm not gonna lie, myself, I've even faded just because I haven't set aside the time. I haven't made time to make any videos, so I'm embarrassed to admit it because I'm usually huge on making meme videos and stuff. It's just that I haven't found it in me to set aside the time to do it. I'm not gonna lie. So, how many videos do you think that you've done or memes? It looks like you've done a few, huh?
I've done I've done a
Dozens?
lot so far.
Wow, dude, that's sick. That's sick. I need to get how long does the contest go until? How long do I have?
I think it was 21 days when it launched, I believe.
Mm.
It
Minted the
was 21
420.
Yeah,
days.
Hold on,
21,
dude,
21
you
days
wow.
because I have been with Barnabas shortly after, right? Because of those stoned rabbits, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you minted
That's
420.
it.
Trash Panda, you got the number 420 rabbit. Is that true?
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, that's
Of course,
bullish.
man.
That's hella
That's a
bullish.
grail.
There you go.
Looks
That's
like a
cool.
crazy one from like Britney Spears era.
Oh no, the stoned rabbit's like a Britney Spears one.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, yeah, I'm so curious, man, because like there's not a whole lot of dude enroll in the eye pump army maybe.
Lost in the void. While my
Oh my
family.
god, this is awesome, man. I love it, dude. You bring some hilarious stuff to us, dude. I swear to God, it's so cool. What do you
Oh,
think?
I really hope the dead come.
Yeah,
Said
dude.
he was gonna come this week.
Bring in Dripster Dev. I really want to talk to the guy and find out what's going on in his head. I want to I want to pick his brain.
Yeah,
He seems like a
yeah. I'm gonna
crazy
go
individual.
nag on them both.
Yeah, like I'm a pretty crazy
You guys keep
person,
going.
so I feel like this person seemed kind of crazy like me. So I want to meet them. What do you think about Pudgy Penguins Pudgy Party? Did you see that? They dropped an airdrop. Yesterday they did eligibility for an airdrop if you pre-downloaded the game. Did you take part in that and secure an airdrop for Pudgy Penguins?
No, I didn't even know.
Yeah, I don't, dude. I saw the post on the Pudgy Penguins Twitter because I'm a huge fan of Pudgy Penguins and everything that they do for meme coins and crypto and everything that they're expanding to. And so Pudgy Party was the multiplayer game that they released basically today. So yesterday was last day to do pre-download, where you could download it on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. And by downloading it, you go on their website, you could register your email address with your Ethereum wallet and make yourself eligible for the soulbound token that they're airdropping to all users that pre-downloaded the game. And it's just one of those things that, yeah, I was sure to do it because I'm a huge Pudgy Penguins fan. And yeah, so I was just wondering, but I played the game myself too. I tested it for like 10 minutes yesterday, maybe less than that because it's a video game and I don't like feeling like I'm wasting my time. But it is a multiplayer game. I guess it's kind of like I don't know how to explain it. Like a platformer, 3D platformer, like the Fall Guys is kind of what it's supposedly similar to, if you're familiar with what that is. But really professional looking game, and it's worth taking a look just to take a note out of their book of plays in terms of the moves that Pudgy is making. They just signed their third deal with Walmart this year for their plush toys to be available in the Walmart stores. They've sold out the first 2 times. They have a full feature-length movie that's in production that's on the way, as well as 2 animated series. So it's trading below 3 cents right now on Solana. They chose to launch on Solana because of the foundation and all the support from development side of things. So do your own research on Pudgy Penguins, but I'm a huge fan of everything that they do because they are trying to like take over the world. It's like world domination is inevitable for them, and they're also launching a layer 1. Wild, do you know what's the deal with that, or what the truth is to that? Pudgy Penguins launching a layer 1, or why they would do that? Or is that something that I'm mistaken about? But I'm pretty sure that that's like what's in development, that they launched on Solana and now they're gearing towards launching a layer 1 eventually. And so what happens when that, like, do they migrate your tokens, or how is this something that happens often, Wilder? And are you familiar with this? A token that launches on Solana launching. So for instance, Estate X is going to be an example of a token that's going to do that, because right now they're launched on Base and Solana, but when they go main and they're a layer 1, how does that work?
What do you mean? No,
Like,
their native token is launched already. The technology is going main. And
oh,
so their native token for the blockchain, StateX, is already live to trade, but the technology is going main. Now, what does that technology do for the blockchain? Yes, it's a layer 1. So they do have their own real estate app that you can invest in real estate, which is starting with $100 and get 10% API. For the rentals, it's 7% API. And so you can choose in which projects you're going to invest in, whether that be in Dubai, in the United States, etc. And that is what that blockchain is then also used for. But that's just a tiny fraction of it. It's now also possible to tokenize your house, right, with a mortgage, and have that be compliant with rules and regulations in the country itself. That's why they needed to make their own blockchain. Yeah. The founder, one of the no, the founder is Bart de Bruin. He's Dutch. I actually heard lots of people raving about it at the real estate meeting, the biggest one in Europe that I went to 2 days before they launched, actually. And then I came also to find out that it's actually backed by the founders of Tether. So
yeah.
this is not a tiny, tiny thing. This is going to be a big thing. They,
Well, it says we're heavily backed by the co-founder of
yes,
USD
yes,
Tether.
heavily backed.
We
Yes.
received Microsoft and Google Cloud grants. The former England and Wales Remax CEO joined us
Yeah.
full time So that's
Yeah.
huge. Remax is the big, real estate agency. We're the largest
Yep.
community in tokenized real estate. Yeah, this is from an hour ago, but ESX. If anyone listening is like curious, Wilder has been talking about this now for a couple months now since they first
Since it
launched.
launched. Yeah.
Yeah.
Since it
And
launched. Yeah.
right now it's a great entry. If you look at everything that they're doing and you look at the chart and the way that the chart is painted, it's one of those things. Do your own research, but if you look at what they're doing with RWA, real world assets, with real estate, and the natural progression that is going, it's it's like we are so damn early. It's crazy, and right now you can actually get in at a really good price and be participate in this new adventure in the future. This is the way things are going. So it just work.
Yes.
Do your own research on it. Don't let us like make up the decision for you. But
No,
yeah.
can I interject here a little bit, because I
Mm-hmm.
just want to point something out to the people. So we've been looking at that AI narrative, which is a very strong narrative, right? So if we need to compare the RWI and the AI narrative, because I see the RWA is coming up places. It was from fifth a couple of years ago to now the number three narrative. I think it can even be the number one, and then AIB it could number two. And this is going to be for these reasons. So the AI narrative is currently stronger in terms of market performance and real estate interest, or retail investor interest. It's driven by hype and a broader AI boom that we see, right? It appeals to those seeking high risk, high reward opportunities, and it has shown explosive growth in 24. However, its long term success depends on delivering practical utility beyond the hype, right? That's where the challenge is for the AI narrative. So the RWA narrative is more stable as it's more institutionally backed. It has significant long term potential to transform that finance through tokenization, and it's lower volatility, and of course the assets backing makes it attractive for more, yeah, a conservative investor. But it faces some regulatory technical hurdles, right? Because not everything you can do uh, is jiving with rules and regulations. And so that's why we're bullish on a state X for creating that blockchain that actually is. So there's some things, the challenges that AI really runs up with, and I index this. Well, we see a little bit hype, right? Many projects that have AI label for speculative gains, but they don't really have a functional product. And we know those, the AI tokens, and then in the TG they have a meme generator that's AI, and they call themselves an AI token. Yeah, of course that's kind of bullshit, right? So regulatory uncertainty, decentralized AI platforms face unclear regulations, which could hinder some of that adoption. Volatility, these tokens usually are high returns, but when high risk, right? As seen exactly the same in a meme coin like behavior in some of the AI tokens, and then particularly the ones that do not have any functionality, right? And RWA narrative. So the compliance there is tokenizing real world assets. It requires navigating complex regulatory frameworks, which can slow that progress there. So that's a challenge for RWA. The technical challenges, issues like data silos and double spend risk need to be addressed. Potentially, though, they can use AI solutions for this. So bullish, right? Adoption barriers. So while institutional interest is strong, retail adoption may lag due to the complexity of the tokenized assets. And so it's a little bit more dense, right? That RWA, but it's going to be a big narrative. And these things are, of course, a little less volatile than your AI narrative might be, even though they are very, very good AI narrative tokens, right? And so, with that, I just want to tell you about virtuals, right? IO. And I've been keeping my eye out on that one since 24. And let me I'm going to pull up my notes here. So you just guys have to sit and listen with me, right? As I just go over it with broken voice. But yeah, so let's scroll back here because I just pulled up. I index everything in notes. I make notes. All right. So virtuals protocol, in the simplest way that I can say it, is that we think about having influencers, gamers, and creators online. Now imagine that the same thing, but then instead of a human, it's an AI character that can be live online 24/7. So these AIs can chat, they can post on TikTok, X, or other social media. They can play games, trade crypto, even release music, etc. They can fill in and do basically everything, right? But here's the crazy part: they can actually earn money while doing all of that. So normally, well, let's say an influencer blows up, right? It's just the influencer agency making all the money. But with virtual protocol, these AI characters are co-owned by the community. So each AI has their own token, and if you hold those tokens, you are basically, yeah, co-owner, right? You own part of it. That means that with what the AI earns, you share in the rewards. There's like investing in an influencer before they go viral type of deal. So they have launched two big new features. One is the ACP, the Agent Commerce Protocol. Now, this is like giving these AIs their own wallets. They can send payments, receive tips, buy things, or even pay each other. And that's all going to be on chain. So instead of just existing online, they can actually do business by themselves. And because we are operating on the chain, this is all transparent, right? And also, they have the Genesis launch, and I'm particularly bullish on this one. So this is the event where a brand new AI character is introduced into the world. It's like the mint moment or the starting moment of a token. And if you join early, you can grab tokens of that AI and be one of the first holders before it gains that popularity. And we already know and addressed a token that was launched with virtuals. And that was actually, what was that again? You brought it to my attention, Tick, remember?
Uh, for which one? I'm sorry. For which the virtuals? For which one?
Yes, remember? You don't
Uh,
remember that one?
yeah,
We talked about it.
I was just reading something though. I'm sorry. So for
XBT, AI
oh
XBT,
yeah,
right?
I'm a huge fan of AXBT.
Yes, here we go.
He was hacked. So AIXBT is an AI agent that's on Virtual's protocol, but he was hacked. I want to say it was like earlier this year, and so the price. I'm a huge fan. I'm always tagging AIXBT on on Twitter like a dork because I'm like shamelessly dorky like that. If you go on AIXBT.tech, that's how you access the platform in order to use AIXBT. He's an alpha narrative AI agent that sorts out, what's the sentiment and where are things going, pattern recognition and things like that. In order to use it, I think you have to have like 100,000 tokens. Unlock chat. So free plan you can explore for free, and then pro plan is $200 a month. So and the ultimate plan's $1,000 a month. So AIXBT is no joke. But if you tag him on Twitter, I'll just finish with this. If you make any posts, like let's say I want to respond to this virtuals protocol post, and I could say, I'm going to say, hey, tell me about the alpha regarding this project, and then @ AIXBT _ agent. And then that does a call to the AI agent. The autonomous agent will respond to my posting, replying with what the sentiment is sometimes, and it has like quirky or like smart ass remarks, which are really kind of like cool. It's kind of programmed to have like a little bit of like a snooty attitude in like a funny way. So yeah, check out AIXBT if you're not familiar. I'm a huge fan of what they're doing, and it's a great price to buy
Yeah.
always.
Other tokens that were launched on there were Luna, and that's an AI influencer that's streaming 24/7. And it distributes on-chain tips and token rewards, and also releasing music on Spotify. So very bullish there. And also Vader AI. So that one facilitates DAO-based trading and investments managed by AI managers. And so yes, of course, that is that Virtuals protocol making that all possible, right? So Virtuals protocol is a blockchain-based platform, and it was an original pet DAO, but they rebranded in 24. And I talked about it in 24 because of that rebrand. So it's focused on enabling co-ownership of monetization of autonomous AI agents, right? These AI agents that work on their own, especially in that gaming, entertainment, and a digital engagement context, right? And the platform is primarily built on Base. That's, of course, Ethereum's layer 2. And later is expansion into Solana for that speed and that reach. And so, yes, you guys, the ticker there is virtual, right? Ticker is virtual. Yeah.
And do you know, are you familiar with the ACP? There is something about the ACP, and I want to know exactly. So it's something like Agent Context Protocol. Let me see. Explain the virtuals ACP, Agent Commerce Protocol. So
yeah, I just talked about
oh,
that
you did.
one.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then
yes.
and then the Genesis Launchpad. So the Genesis Launchpad, that's virtuals like Pump Fund essentially. It's like it's their launch
you
plan.
would say, well, no, it's not really a pump fund because you're not launching
to create an agent,
right? You're launching an AI agent, yes, and it will be functional like that. So the ACP is that money system for AI agent, right? And it lets these AI characters pay each other, pay humans, or get paid. And that's all on chain, so very transparent. So let's, for example, say like an AI gamer could buy items, tip another AI, or pay you for your help all by itself, right? So it operates on its own. So ACP is like giving AI agents their own wallets so they can do business with people and other AIs. That's basically what that agent commerce protocol does. Yeah, and the Genesis launch, that's where these new agents are basically born into and released, right? And when a new virtual launches, people can join early by buying the tokens. Those tokens are co-ownership and the share of whatever the AI earns later. So, for example, if a new AI influencer is launched, you can grab tokens at Genesis, and if it blows up, you can benefit, right? So, Genesis launch is the starting point where you can get in early on these brand new AI characters. Yeah, before they get popular. I said that before too. But I see some hands because I've been not been looking at the screen, and not so much at least. So let's go, Adam. You have your hand up.
Oh, hey, yeah. Thanks for that with the virtuals intro. Yeah, so I just wanted to address the point from Tick as well, just on the L1 bridging. So I do have some insight into this, and essentially, yeah, what they'll do is they'll just bridge the liquidity. I don't think they'll necessarily need to bridge everything, but it's super bullish for the token, right? Because basically, like, that by bridging liquidity, they're gonna and probably using that as the native token on the new L1.
So is it abstract?
It will just get wrapped up there.
Is
abstract chain? Yes, of course, right? Yes, of course. And they're doing they're kind of streaming. That's like a streaming platform as well, right? I haven't really looked into it so much, but yeah, I understand that's. So there are a few protocols. There's like the hyperlane warp route, and that's kind of you have to set up a validator to get it going, but it's basically that's often what's done to do this bridging. But you can basically bridge from any Solana virtual machine SVM to any EVM now. So like the cross chain world is pretty sophisticated, and actually I'll tell you the real alpha. Like, what is about to happen is everyone's going to start launching L1s. I promise you. Like, everyone is going to start launching L1s. Yeah, that's the real alpha.
The direction.
This is going to be Q4.
Yeah, with Pudgy
yes,
talking about it and everything, I was kind of like, I'm like, is that the meta right now? That everyone's like, oh yeah, we'll just launch our own chain. It's like, I don't know. I don't understand What's the reasoning for that?
I think you're
rotate.
Tick. I think you're due for a round trip.
2 seconds.
Yeah, because you're breaking up.
I got you. Sorry, 1 second.
I'm sorry, you guys.
Anyone that's tuned in on the live stream right now, I am terribly sorry for the inconvenience of me having to rejoin the space. I literally want to jump off a cliff every time this happens. It is the most annoying thing in the world. I don't understand why it happens. I've optimized my computer so that this doesn't happen. And still it's it's inevitable every time. It sucks. Oh my God.
Call him Trip instead of Tick.
Oh my God.
That's just what's gonna happen.
Dude. And
really,
it's a trip Tick.
I'm gonna make him a song too, and it's called Round Tripping.
Every hour.
If I have my voice back.
Shit.
So I see the live stream is still good though. So yes, welcome everybody in the room. If you weren't here before, we are talking about virtuals protocol at this moment, and then stay tuned for some more shills that are coming up. Welcome everybody on the live stream on YouTube over there. I see a lot of viewers as well. You guys, you all need to wave to those people because they. All right, now it's
Yes,
kind of
yes.
always a challenge
Sorry
to
about
get
that.
back into the conversation, but we
Yeah.
were talking through each other a little bit, so let's not do that again. No, it's for the people on the live stream, it gets hectic when it happens. It's okay for me, I don't care. But yes, creating your own blockchain and go, Adam.
Yeah, so just to respond to the question, so what the reason for that is just the tech, right? It's the tech. The tech's got super straightforward. It's because now what we're gonna have is we're gonna have blockchain as a service. We're gonna have the validator sets being taken care of by the the kind of the underlying infrastructure provider, right? So with Polkadot and with Cosmos and with all of that, it was quite a big rigmarole to set these things up. And there was a big funding requirement. And to bootstrap a validator set it's a massive undertaking, and it's kind of distracting actually from really you don't like the story protocol spent so much time building out this fucking layer one that they didn't even have time to think about like the actual thing that it was supposed to do with IP. So it's kind of, I mean, maybe it hasn't failed, right? But and everyone loves shitting on story, but they've spent so much time building out and designing like a fancy proof of stake mechanism that's just for technically running the chain, right? It would be like if you're a startup and you're building your entire cloud infrastructure as well, like how does that make sense at all, right?
Mm.
So they're supposed to be protecting IP, and that it doesn't work out. So but now like the meta is it's getting super easy to launch L1s, right? So I promise you we're going to see this. I mean, I know for a fact
Yeah.
this is about to happen in a major way.
Yes.
I have no doubt. So yeah,
Well,
I didn't
yes.
mean to get just
Yes, well, that's exactly what I'm looking at creating. And I have real life meetings with some people about some Bitcoin geeks, right? And we are going to do that mini strategy, and we're going to do that possibly have our own blockchain for that as well. Yeah, because that would be the most bullish solution in this case as well. So, and then just have it geared towards that. I think that is going to be some sort of meta, but I don't think that everybody can, and everybody is just ready for that. That's in my opinion. I think we're a little bit early. We see that, but I don't see that when I talk to people in spaces. I don't see that largely across the board as something that developers want to do. Right?
well
They still.
it's going to end up being just it there'll be a while where it will be too expensive for
Yep.
probably
Yep.
like the average
Yep.
project. Like it's not going to be just like a meme coin, but at some point the price will just drop out of the I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of competition, and that's when it will go bananas with
Yes.
L1 and
But
L2s,
then
right?
but then it's more the need that drives it instead of the insight. I don't see the insight for that at the moment. That's what I'm trying to get at, right? I don't see that. You have the insight clearly. Tick and I have been talking about these things before as well, and maybe we see it, right? But other people won't until there's that necessity, and then you're gonna have to, right? Yeah, but that's show me the incentive. I'll show you the outcome, right? Sometimes if there's no necessity, the big part of the people won't move in that direction, but the people who had insight are gonna be there early. Yeah. Well, yeah, we got to be honest about these things, right? That's just true. Trash Panda, you have your hand up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I just wanted to let everyone know that they are taking up wallets now for the whitelisting. So you have to go on the Discord over there, those who won whitelists, and like submit to your wallet to receive it.
Awesome, awesome. Let's pick that up next while we round up the conversation about virtuals.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yes, you guys. Yes, virtual. They expanded to Solana in 25, right? And the ticker is virtual. And so check it out and check out these agents as well. There's some bullish ones that I just mentioned. These are out there already performing very well. And just have a look at those, how they move, what they do, and it might be something for you to invest in, right? At least have it on your watch list, at least so you know how they move. Now, like I said before, that AI does have that volatility. Um, but I think having that upside potential as part of your portfolio is always a little bit of a smart move, right? You don't want to have all of your portfolio to high risk reward ratio, but at least some. Yes, of course, you want to have that upside potential in there. So, yeah, we're going to talk about it some more in spaces to come. So don't worry if you don't understand all of it. We're going over it because I can hear Tick already thinking with these that Genesis, right? Tick is
Mm.
going to be diving into that one. I already talked about it with Neuro because we already thought, bullish ideas there. Of course, was that Phi token, right?
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
looking at
Phi.
that.
Yeah,
FY.
yeah,
Oh, the other one. I was looking at FYI. You're talking about
yes,
PHAI.
yeah,
Yeah,
Phi.
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
pronounced Phi.
Stephen.
I'm looking at this other one called FYE, I guess, flagship FYI. It's Alpha Agents trade crypto sentiment in real time, scanning 12.5 million traders live for alpha
Yeah.
insights. And this is a virtuals protocol token that launched 2 days ago or two and a
Yeah.
half days ago. So FYI, AI XBT is the one that when he responded to my question about virtuals, he's like,
Mm-hmm.
he was saying 300% returns from FYI agents are solid signals.
Yes.
So that's interesting, huh?
Very interesting. And that Phi token actually was in our space 2 days ago or something like that. Yes. Or was it yesterday? Time flies here in crypto, you guys. We're getting old fast here. But yeah, I think they joined in our spaces and already.
That was me.
Oh, the
Yes, I
pharma.
know it was you, Adam, but I didn't want to maybe expose you in this way. 'Cause Adam is here
Expose
shilling
me.
everything. Adam is shilling everything here. Yes, of course, we had fun with the the pharmaceutical AI, right? So I'm expecting a lot more of these tokens to come out and for us to have a look at. Yes, very much. And of course, I mentioned this one for a reason as well, Adam. Let's go. Let's go. You
Yeah.
know it. If you know, you know. All right, let's have some other projects here on stage. By the way, guys, we got to say this too, right? Virtuals is now also a campaign of Lurky. And if you have not signed up with Lurky to get Yo Heine on that leaderboard, then I do not know what you're doing. You can go to my pin space on the profile. If you are a host, co host, speaker, or listener, but Lurky is the audio file. So when we're in spaces, we actually can be rewarded. But at the very least, you can get your own tokens out there as token mentions, get them in that mind share. If you're a project, yes, and you're in spaces talking, you want that because it can also benefit you as content. You can do these. It has these reverbs where you can actually just listen to a part of the clip of the space. And I think for a lot of projects that's very bullish because often they have to wait on stage for a couple hours before the shill, right? And now they can just you don't have to go through all the space anymore. You can just have that little piece and have your project in the mind share. So go ahead and sign up with Lurky. It's on my profile. All right, now my voice is
Did you connect your wallet to Lurky yet?
yes, I did.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I just
Bullish, you
connected. Did
guys.
you do it on Base or Ethereum or?
No, I did Ethereum.
Oh, I did Base. Oops. Shit.
Oops. Well, I
Shit.
don't know. You can do base two, I guess. It was an option for four, no?
Uh. Well. Oh well.
It did,
Virtuals is on Base, isn't it?
yeah,
So it probably doesn't matter.
yeah.
Yeah. It could probably be
It
any of the
doesn't matter.
three
The
EVM.
wallet, my
Yeah.
wallet is pretty much it can take anything right now at this moment in time.
Right. Whether it's a layer one or a layer two, it doesn't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's either wrapped or right. Yeah.
Oh, wrapped. Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter that much. All right, we're gonna have some other projects now on stage, you guys, for you to listen to. Ta, 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 ta. And of course, Trash Panda is gonna do it first and mention those soul gods again to us because yes, Mint is coming. Mint is coming. Let's go, Trash Panda. Let's hear it. You pull up the stuff, Tick, on the live
Oh,
streams.
for Soul Gods? Yeah, let me grab it. Dude, I
Yep,
can't
yep.
get over the grifter username. It's just so damn funny to me. I don't know why that's so funny, but grifter, greatest username, dude. I love that so much. So this is the Soul Gods NFT Twitter page. You go to @Soul Gods NFTs is the handle, and this just launched a couple weeks ago, and really sick collection that yeah, go ahead and give us a rundown. What do we got here? Tell us about the Soul Gods.
Well, the Soul Gods are a collection of I think it was 3,333 NFTs. Um, like the whole backstory to it. I mean, I'll give it a shot. um, okay, so originally it was like demi, like small demigods or something. But then their artists like scammed them all, made a token and worked on them. So that's like this underdog story to it. Like those who still believed, they met the gang, and then we like started a collab together and evolved into like now Soul Gods.
So it's almost like a
Uh,
CTO, but it's like a new project that's the result of a bunch of people that were kind of that were like, okay, well, we still believe in the project, so let's do something else. Is that kind of?
yeah, they got screwed over by their artist when
Yeah.
making it.
Damn.
And then they made a coin and everyone like aped in on it, but he was the one making the coin, so he like
Extracted.
drained everyone.
Wow. That's kind of fricked up.
And
And is
uh,
Dev Docs? Do we know who that guy is?
uh, I don't know, to be honest. I haven't. Like,
It's a very
I added
common.
him
It's
to my
so
scammers
common
list.
here. Yeah, it's so common here in crypto. You kind of get almost desensitized to it. Like when I hear a story like this, it's like, oh, business as usual. People acting like assholes. Like it's no surprise. But yeah, I mean, from that, some really cool things can come about. From all the madness. Sometimes some like really beauty can emerge. So. With this
Yeah,
project itself, some really crispy, clean artwork. And is it half and half, 50% female, 50% male Soul Gods?
I believe so. I believe so.
Yeah, so they have some ladies for all you ladies out there
Oh,
that, yeah.
the female
Yes,
ones
I
are the
must
best
say that
ones.
the ladies are the best ones. Ladies, if you're
Mm.
Yeah.
listening and you want to have these soul gods, goddesses, they are beautiful. And 50% of the collection is female, but I think they're the better ones actually this time. Gotta be honest.
I
A little,
agree.
I'm
So
a
I
little
too,
agree.
yeah.
biased.
The
I'm a little biased.
Medusa head ones are so sick. I love there's some really sick artwork that I only see on the women's avatars. So if I was actually gonna buy one, I'd probably get I'm on a roll here, but the Pandorina, and I'm just like accumulating all these like female NFTs at this point. I'm hosting the Space of Wild. I think is kind of rubbing off on me.
Well, thank you, Tick. We see Tick tomorrow on the timeline as a Pandaria. You're
Yeah.
being catfished.
Yeah. With a
It's like
pink bow.
catfishing for engagement.
Oh man.
Yes, you slap a pink bow in there as well, and just a soul goddess too. And
I'll
you're just
be
gonna be
I'll be a
hello.
Ethereum Barbie. There's gonna be me. That's gonna be me.
Ghoulish.
And
Well, after
anyways,
all the crap that I got today on the timeline for just being a female, and I couldn't possibly be a female. That was basically it. I'm sorry.
You're Sui Barbie.
No, I told him, look, I'm AI created by Lam and Mac. That is very clear. So, if in any, is that.
if there's anyone with whitelists in the space of now, you need to go into our Discord, the Soul Gods Discord, and submit your wallet so you like receive your spot for the
Oh.
minting.
Okay. And then do I go to where do I claim? Where do I'm looking which chat is it?
It's like whitelist OG spot. There should be like a tab.
Yeah, I'm looking through all. There's a lot of channels on the Soul Gods. I'm looking for it
It
right
should be
now.
community area.
Okay, community area, and then general chat, market watch,
And
your NFTs, scanning, godly VC. It would be. Was it?
OG
Would
wallet
it?
submission or whitelist wallet submission.
Let's see. If I go to Ray join spaces, uh, off topic fun. So under the community, let me see. So under community
Yeah.
area, I just have general chat, market watch, your NFTs, scanning, and godly VC. Those are the only options that I'm seeing.
Maybe you haven't gotten a role yet. If you open a ticket, yeah, just open a ticket if you like have that like issue, because it should show like OG wallet submission and whitelist wallet submission.
Oh,
It's
man,
like locked, so only like mods see it. Like if yeah, like
looking-
it's not everyone who sees your wallet, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god, I don't know. I'm having difficulty with this. Hey, Wild, have you had success doing this yet?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So you went to the Soul
It's
Gods.
you.
Okay,
It's you.
you went to the Soul Gods channel. I'm wondering why I can't see all the channels. You were saying that I need to submit a ticket? I'm so confused. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you open a ticket in the Discord and then say you're like Tick from Wildspace because you had a whitelist, and then the mod will like give you the role.
Forgive me, you're gonna hate me for this question. Oh, ticket support ticket. Okay, and then you do not have permission to send messages in this channel. Ah, crap.
So you
Let
can
me see.
create.
Welcome. Please help support create ticket. Okay, God, I don't use Discord ever, so forgive me. I know I sound like a boomer right now. It's just I don't ever use a Discord, so I don't know how to use it. I'm terrible.
Sound a little bit like a Pandaria.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Let me see. So ticket created. So I have the ticket. Okay, so sick. Okay, so I'm gonna say I am unable to see the OG whitelist channel under the community tab. Just like that, right? Yeah, cool. That's a step in the right direction. We'll see.
Or just say you're like Tick and you have a whitelist from Wilders show.
Oh, yeah. That's okay.
You go. It's me, Tick.
It's me, Pandarina. Me. Tick
It's
from...
me, Mario.
There we go.
It's me.
That's the
Give me
ticker.
ticket. Give me ticket for whitelist.
My wallet is, and then this is gonna be on Solana, so I'll go ahead and do my Sol address. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. God, it's such a bummer sometimes when I'm like, I haven't looked at my wallet in a while, and then I glance at it, and I'm like, why? It's like so red today. God, I mean,
I'm just laughing because also I took some painkillers for my throat, but so I'm starting to feel a little bit vibey, but I just had to laugh. I could hear it's like, hey, it's me, a Tick. I'm here with my salami. Where to meet? Where can I meet the best? I have some salami.
I wish I had an Italian accent like that. That would be lit.
I cannot even do it.
That'd be lit.
We're
yes.
trying.
God, dude,
Ladies, por favor.
Well, por favor here, if you say that here, por favor, in Dutch means you want to do it from the front.
Who wants to do that? That's no fun.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Okay, that's fun.
Just joking.
Some don't get any Tick, and then from the front is just fine.
Yeah, take what you
Some
can
people
get.
some people still have the lights off. That's the thing.
I posted the most raunchiest thing on Zora yesterday, and it's a video of what is it, Kenny Powers, the Eastbound and Down character, and so it's a DJ spliced the audio from that show and made like a remix, and I'm gonna see if I can play it real quick. It's like a few seconds long, but it's really vulgar.
I like to butt fuck fine ladies. Will I choke hold a bitch? Well, maybe. I like to butt fuck fine ladies. Will I choke?
All right, you guys. But Tick, are you ready in the Discord? Can we move on?
Yes.
Are we good?
Yes.
All right. Very, very good. Well, who was first? Who was first there? Adam, you want to share? You were first in the space.
Yes, sure. I can show. Well, I was gonna show. I mean, it is actually. I mean, it's very topical that you brought up virtuals, and it's because we did just after we did your space on what was it? It feels like
I
weeks
think
ago. It was just a
yes.
Yeah,
few days ago.
weird,
I think it
right?
was Wednesday.
Jesus, we're in a time
Yeah,
warp.
Wednesday.
Yeah, very true though. We're
So
all
yeah,
on that same page. I think it's because the market's pulling back. All of a sudden, time stops. It slows down a lot when the market pulls back like this.
oh
Right?
man,
Or am
it's
I
crazy.
crazy? A little
It's
crazy.
crazy.
No,
No,
you're
no,
not
no. It's
crazy. Time
we're on
does
the
move.
road.
It
Yeah,
stops,
yes.
dude. Yeah, when the market pulls back, everyone's like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit, am I gonna have to? Do I have to sell? I'm gonna sell it all."
Uh, well,
No one's gonna
at
do
one
that.
point it's yeah, what's yeah, so tired. But yeah, Adam, go ahead.
So yes, yes, sure, sure. So we did have some great. It was a great result actually, and it opened a so Phi. The ticker is Phi, right, and it's pronounced Phi, right, and you all know
Fi.
how to spell it. Obviously, from what I'm saying, it's obvious, right? When I say Phi, you know how to spell it, right?
Phai phi.
I mean, it's obvious from when I say it, right? Like everybody
No,
knows that
I don't think so. It could be spelled like 8 different
Phi.
ways. No, no. So
Phi.
PHAI,
So
and that's the pharma. What does it stand for again? It's pharma something AI. What is
Pharma
it?
Pharma Chain
Oh,
AI. I
pharma
mean, how
chain. That's
many?
right.
Yeah, how many buzzwords could you get in one agent, right?
Take a try.
Pharma chain
Take a try.
AI. Yeah, dang.
Pharma Chain. I mean, it's a bullish project, and so we can cover Genesis a bit with this because actually, so there's currently three tiers of projects that you can bond at with Genesis. So I should actually familiarize myself. I should have a look. But so Phi is a project like so we've randomly entered this niche of like white labeling leaderboards for projects, and we actually plugged in the Lurky API to this one as well. So we'll actually you guys will be scoring points for Phi as well, right? So we're double
Damn.
dipping because I think we're getting points for virtuals anyway.
Adam,
Um,
click is
yeah.
falling off his chair right now. When you say the click is literally falling off his chair.
So hold on,
Click, did you
but
wanna
pharma
say something?
pharma chain. So, but do we
But
get points for the pharma chain AI leaderboard or for the
yes,
Lurky leaderboard?
it's yeah. Well, you're getting so and the virtuals leaderboard, right? This is not even we haven't
Oh,
done the reveal yet, right?
they have their own Lurky leaderboard as
So
well outside.
yeah. So it's I mean, man, there's so much going on. Like I could. This is why it feels. This is another reason. Like with the
Yeah.
amount we have to contend with, the
I'm
market,
gonna fly to Hong Kong tonight and go see Adam.
Yes.
audio
We
five.
need to cook.
Straight up. And Trash Panda,
We've
you
got
come too. We'll
Yeah,
go hunting for
yeah,
alpha.
yeah. It's yeah, we can
Oh,
have
let's
some
go.
sweet and sour pork or something. Yeah. But the so 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 where did we get to with this? I've
Phi,
completely lost my
Yeah,
Phi,
with
train
and
of
then
Fi.
thought
Yeah,
you
there.
yeah. And the
you plugged into the
Right.
Lurky
Oh
API.
yes, we
Yep.
plugged into the local API. Yeah, so this is all this is being indexed. So we ended up because Phi are because they're like a pharmaceutical kind of company. He said, can you please host this like on your own site, which is something we haven't done before. But like it's not these guys. We found this like niche market in TGE pre-TGE projects, especially virtuals projects, right? So they love they because and when you're racing to launch, it's like there's nothing that you need more than a leaderboard, right? Like what could be better, like to incentivize people to yap about
mm,
your project.
mm-hmm.
Initially on the timeline, right, we were doing, but then since Lurky has come to deliver like the automated space point retrieval, we can actually so we now get the index from Lurky and we can do the evaluation of the listeners and award points according to basically the number of listeners in the space is how the points get awarded for the Phi uh, campaign right now. So we plugged that in, and then we rolled out, and it launched at. I mean, obviously they all start in the lowest tier, but it actually we ended up bonding over in up into the top tier, right, which is tier so tier 3. So there's basically 3 levels of virtuals. I forget exactly what the numbers are, but it's yeah. So the first tier is 21,000 virtuals. If you raise 21,000 virtuals, then you can still bond within the lowest tier, which I guess they call tier 3. And then the second tier is 42,000 virtuals, and you can bond within tier 2 if you have raised 42,000 virtuals, right? And then the top tier is 100,000 virtuals. So you have to, if you raise 100,000 virtuals, then you bond within that top tier, right? And this is the new mechanic for Genesis, because actually when I came into all of this, Genesis was just, you just had to raise, I think, 42,000 virtuals. And most projects, the kind of the way that you define who is awesome, like, or who had an awesome launch, was how oversubscribed you were, right? So people would get oversubscribed. So we bonded. We've got a token as well, which I'm not even going to get into shilling that yet, because like we haven't even plugged in the Lurky API to our own leaderboard. Can you believe it?
Tomorrow.
Well, no,
Get it.
it's going to be later. It's going to be later because like the mindset campaign that we're getting ready for this is going to be epic, right? And it's like I kind of can't even. So I'm happy to shill Fi for now, because we did this project for them. But basically, I said to the guy, as David, who's the founder, I said, let's run a space. So we threw up a space for the last hour, and they were at 80,000, and we raised 20,000 virtuals in the last hour, right? Just like through this space. And so they bonded in the top tier, which is amazing, right? So it was a really, it was a good one. And we haven't done that before with these projects, like do a space and kind of like get involved with like doing the promotion outside of just letting them rip with the leaderboards, right? But I did the very first leaderboard project we did was Eva, which is another virtuals agent. That's another ticker that I'm happy to drop. Eva, EVA, and I was much more involved in that, because what I got very interested in doing that project was like how to make the leaderboard Sybil resistant, right? So how to stop basically people from botting and farming the comment section, which is like something that happens. Like, I mean, it's still, nobody's really solved it actually, and that's why everyone hates Kaito now, because the way they tried to solve it was super retarded. But so I got more involved in that one. But yeah, so anyway, long story short, Fi bonded, and it's now available. I mean, it's probably like a good time to get in. I mean, whatever. It's not financial advice. I don't know about this stuff really. I'm just some guy. I'm just some guy in Hong Kong. I'm just a little avatar really. So don't listen to me as far as making financial decisions go. But it's probably worth taking a look at this Fi thing, because like I think it's a solid use case, right? And it's basically an agent that lines up the supply chain for medicine, right? So we don't just waste like all of the medicine, because like the guy who founded it, David, he's a pharmacist IRL, and he actually has seen like the kind of the length, it's actually difficult even sometimes to get hold of the medicine you want because you don't know where it's available. So the way that their agent works is it lines up where the medicine that you need is available, right? And you can interact with this agent. I mean, that's how I understand it. You can interact with this agent, and I think it's a very, like, it's got a very much a real world value, right?
Yeah, that's the first thing that I noticed was I think it says it's 500,000 pharmacies, something like that. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's basically like condensed in a condensed way. It's an AI platform that searches the medicine, right, and lets users locate availability nearby using that real time data. And then we're talking about availability, proximity, and the likelihood of stock, right? How much, and it's all enhanced with that AI matching. And this is bullish because there is none, and it takes a ton of time. And so this is gonna uh, be more efficient all around, right? Yes.
Yeah, well, I was wrong. It's 50,000 pharmacies, but still a staggering number. And I'm wondering, like,
Yeah.
what the logistics is and how they did that. Like, I wonder, That's it's a curious thought. I wonder how they got implemented in 50,000 major. So CVS, Rite Aid continue to.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
But
yeah.
yeah.
So,
Mhm.
so what I understand from the project is they got picked up by AWS for startups and also AXA, right, the insurance company.
Wow.
So they've got some pretty cool backing. It's a very bullish project, and I mean, I know what the guy was going through, David, when he was going through like this process. It's pretty harrowing, actually. Like, launching a token on virtuals is not for the faint-hearted. So because yeah, I I've done it, and it was like, man, it was really painful. Because like the problem is like you put a product out there and like people just look at it and they don't really go into the details about what you've actually built. They just go off like the kind of general noise and like fluff around it.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to just like live with that. And then it's like, if the people that dig in and look at the products, like they can actually, that they'll be like, whoa, this is like pure signal. Oh my God, alpha, alpha, alpha.
Mm-hmm.
But like, they're not necessarily the people with the loudest voice. So it's kind of, I don't know.
That's so interesting.
This is what.
Yeah, that is very interesting. It's about quality over quantity, I think, in this case. But I noticed that Click was trying to raise his hand for a question. So let's do that, and then we're gonna have Song Jam DJ clear our palette for the next shill, right? So we have a little bit of a so we can just reset the brain a little bit for that. So Click, anything you want to add to that or ask about this?
Oh, thank you. Nani, you mentioned my name, and I was chewing popcorn so loud, so I could I missed out a little bit there. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the space. I'm driving, eating popcorn. I wish I had a notepad because I've learned so much about virtual protocol today, and I need to study so I can start doing my spaces and hopefully become second place after you. But I do not have a multiplier in this campaign, so it will be. I think this one will be really, really hard. Also, I do not know a lot about virtuals, so when I get home, I'm gonna read the white paper and get to studying, because I'm the kind of person who might need to hear it like 3-4 times before it actually sets in. And since I don't have a multiplier, I need to work extra hard on getting as close to 150 points per space I host. So yeah,
Well,
it's gonna be fun.
I'm more than willing if you hold your space tomorrow. I don't have anything to do in my morning much. And if my voice allows it so, then I'll go ahead and join your space and help you find your way a little bit with that. We gotta lift each other up, right?
Thank you very much. But you can rest your voice. Tomorrow is my Saturday spaces. They are chill and chill spaces, and a little bit later in the day. And then Sunday I do have my game night spaces. So I'm back on Monday doing my morning spaces again. Weekends are for a little bit of party and chill, bring everybody up and just chill your projects and have fun.
Awesome, awesome. You guys follow Tick for all of that. His space are so bullish. Always a lot of fun. But hit me up Monday. Tag me when the space is happening. I may just drop some things and just sit down and help you out with a conversation on virtuals. Maybe some technical stuff.
I would love that, and hopefully you have rested up your voice and feeling a little bit better by then.
Thank you very much. Let's see. It starts to sound weird. Starts to sound weird. All right. Can
You
we
want me
do a
to
song?
fire up a tune? We can
You
try.
fire up a song jam? Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I've got it in the space, Adam. So we're gonna go ahead and try to run it. We've had a few technical issues in the past, so let's go ahead and try to run it and see how it works. I noticed that if I'm playing around with the buttons too much, obviously it will like confuse the model and we get errors and all this sort of weird stuff. So I'm gonna try to set it and forget it. Let's see how we go right here, you guys. Let's go. What's the ticker? Oh.
What's the ticker? You can catch me on the channel going fucking crazy, aping every season. I just blew the bank and I ain't need a reason. My bank account is empty and I told him I'm leaving, cause I only fuck with Big Fi and the rest I don't need them. Make it look too easy, I do it as a joke, the style is too sleazy. I'm about to give this bitch a poke. I've been blowing all my money trying to see a triple X, but I'm losing all my money, keep on getting wrecked. I stayed up 2 nights sipping Monster Energy, but now my bank account's empty and my wife is leaving me. I thought I'd get lucky, maybe see 10,000x, but my wallet got drained empty. I was liquidity for their exit. I couldn't waste a second. They saw me getting wrecked in these damn trenches. Could I smell a fart corn? I couldn't stand the stenches. But the next leg up, I pretended maybe I can make it. Even though I'm broke, I'm asking what's the ticker. Patience wearing thinner. I ain't need no dinner. I just need a winner. What's the ticker? Where's it at? Snap the slaughter like a gat. I got crypto in the bag. What's the ticker? Where's it at? What's the ticker?
And so if I want to play another song, that's where the difficulty lies. It's like it says failed to play music, selected music, play music. Let's see. Is this going to work? Oh, it worked. Okay. Cool. So you have to let the first song finish playing completely.
Yes, that's very important. That's very important.
Yeah.
I know it's a little bit unintuitive, but we'll be taken care of.
I like this What's the Ticker the most, this version.
Yeah.
What's the ticker? Food, they see me coming through. Solana and some sue. A bag of VE2 and yo ain't nothing new. It's same old attitude. Very bullish, yes it's true. In every single thing I do, we got limit orders coming through. Make sure my needs met, the only way I'm going in. If the profit's decent, it's no joke, I ain't eating. If the news is recent, I might have to yeet in. The charts going crazy, don't need a reason. Full simple, it ain't all season. Full simple, it ain't all season. Full simple, it ain't all season. Full simple, it ain't all season.
Damn, that one hits. I love that one too. I love that beat. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was inspired when I channeled that one for.
You were totally inspired. But let's move on to the next project, which is one on XRP, you guys. It's the Giga on XRP. Welcome, Giga. How you doing?
Good. You can hear me out for
Is that me, Regular?
You know, it's Giga is rugging out.
Giga, your connection's a little bit choppy right now.
Shitty round trip.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah, let me round trip it there.
Oh,
Yep,
now
thanks.
it sounded
Now you're
clear
better.
for a second. Did you just step
Am I
into?
better?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Here we go. Time to get your Joey wallets out with some XRP. Max bit the Giga chat here, sitting with me. I'm just trying to do like
Get your
kick now.
Joey's. Oh yeah, do your stuff. Yeah, and rest your voice too. You were I know you've been last couple of days running it pretty hard. You may hear a meow soon because I'm in with my kittens right now. But I've been running around doing errands. Yeah, I had planned to have a bunch of projects come in, but I think because of the holiday weekend here in the U.S. and other people's schedules, they all just kind of had to bail. But trying to look through the crowd if anyone else did make it in. But
That's all right though. Look, what's the red market? People are that the space is going to be less bullish, less busy because
Till
people
Labor
are
Day.
and look, yeah, also, but when the market is this red and you cannot be bullish, then stay away and go touch grass until you become bullish again, and that might be the best advice, right? And not be on X. Like so many people on X were just horrific today in behavior, and what they said is people understand, right? Every time you leave a comment, it reflects on you. You should, be joyful. And I'm not saying you should be with glee all the time, but at least be not rude, right? Not rude. But a lot of people were so rude today, and it's just because of you
Like
could feel
how?
that.
What can you? I want to. I just don't want to make that mistake of being rude. So can you elaborate?
Well, like saying, like, oh, you got so many replies, you must be a male running this
Oh,
account. And
that.
then
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
wow,
yeah, yeah.
right? And
That's.
somebody
Mm,
coming at me like I get too much notifications. I'm just like, well, I don't know what's wrong with you.
yeah, they're
Don't
bitter.
like notice.
They're bitter because
Yeah,
they
it's just
perceive you as a
cranky,
threat. You're threatening to them, so they
cranky.
want to try
Kind
to.
of cranky,
Yeah.
right? But they turn into your biggest fans, anywho, right? But yeah, it's people were just a little bit, edgy today, a
Yeah,
little
it
bit
makes
edgy.
sense.
Yeah,
Damn,
so,
that's
Yeah,
yeah,
real stuff right there.
yeah. You guys
yeah,
don't be like that.
yeah, they get very emotionally driven, but it's on red days it's usually is building days. I look at I look for the turns so I can buy more XRP or buy more of my coin or another project that I think is good. So to me it's shopping day. Red day is shopping day. It's always it's a good day
Exactly. That's
to look at
exactly.
it.
Yeah, Wilder's got
Yeah,
her candles configured so that
pull
it
that.
sends an alternate signal. Instead of it being a red day, it's like a yellow day or something, isn't it? Or a pink
Yeah,
day?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Pink,
Yeah,
pink and yellow
because
are
it's
my
her favorite
colors.
color. So when
Yes.
while most people see, oh, the charts are all red, she sees, oh, they're all pink. It's time to buy. So I've
Yeah.
actually done the same
Pink,
sort of
pink
hack.
is
Yeah.
my favorite color. So when it's bleeding, it's pink, and that's I get bullish because my favorite color. It means I got to buy. But yes, Giga, thank you for coming and bringing attention to stuff on the XRP. And then next time we're going to have some more XRP projects coming up. I promise you guys, I've been in the telegrams too, digging up not only NFT collections, but tokens on XRP to talk about and have on our stage as well. And I hope Giga will help me a little bit so we can maybe do like an XRP space. That would be fun to pick a chain and then see what's on there as well, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you guys,
absolutely.
we should expose our portfolio. We are profit maxis and not chain maxis, even though we give love for a lot of chains, we do. And with some of them, we're more bullish on than others for different reasons altogether. That's great. But there's stuff on chains that we may not know that is very bullish, right? And then we want to just give some love there as well. Thank you for coming again, Giga. I see that Presh Crypto, you have your hand up. Is there anything you would like to shill? Shill yourself. That's okay too here. Presh?
I'm seeing so many initial attention
Oh, yeah,
offering.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah. How you guys doing? GM to you guys. How you guys doing?
Oh,
We're
is that
doing good. We're
fresh
doing
crypto?
good.
Good. Thank you so much for allowing me speak on your space. I see you guys are shilling, lucky and virtual. I'm actually currently very active on virtual. So guys, do well to connect with me. I gave a lot of you guys follows, and please do well to follow back. So
All
we
right.
rank up that
Yes.
leaderboard together. I see you
We
there.
just if you're if you're not speaking, can you close your mic? All right. Yeah, so we did have that whole section of virtuals and we discussed it with Adam as well. Is there anything you would like to contribute to that conversation? Apresh.
Um, okay, yeah. I did my I did my space earlier today. I'm talking about virtual. So virtual is an AI part project, right? That is there built on Ethereum and Ethereum blockchain. That is there to help support upcoming um industries like the entertainment industry, the gaming industry, and lots of more things. So the virtual AI is a project that is there to help promote good transactions, avoid like rogging of projects. According to what I read,
I'm afraid you're losing some connection there. Yes. All right. Yes, I'm afraid you're losing some connection.
Yeah, fresh.
And,
It
and
might cut
until
out.
that gets, yes, yes. So Virtuous Protocol was
Part
originally a
which is
patent.
there to support you, help you launch.
You're back.
Hold on, we got Lurky in the building, dude. I've been
Oh,
asking.
Lurky is in the
It's
house.
yes.
Yes.
I've been asking them to come
Hold
on
on. I
for
wanna.
a
I
week.
first want to help Presh out because Presh, your
Hmm.
connection is either you need to do like a whole round trip, or you might have like a really sucky connection out. I'm giving a lot of feedback, and for the people who are listening with a headset or earbuds, it's horrendous, right? So maybe try again in a round trip. Um, that would be that would yes, please. Um, yeah, it's hard when you have a connection that sucks you guys. You get cut up, right? So virtual protocol we talked about a little bit before was originally that Pat DAO and it rebranded in 24. You know, it focuses on enabling that co-ownership and that monetization of these autonomous AI agents, especially in gaming, entertainment, and digital engagement context, right? So primarily on base, Ethereum's layer two, next scaling solutions, and later expanded into Solana for that reach and speed, right? And of course, we've been talking about that ACP and the Genesis. And I've been trying to think of a way how to explain that simple for you. So the ACP, the Agent Commerce Protocol, you could think of that as a money system for AI agents. So it lets these AI characters pay each other, pay humans, or get paid, and it's all on chain, very transparent. So, for example, like an AI gamer could buy items, tip another AI, or pay you for your help, and it does that all by itself. And of course, that transparency of the blockchain. So, ACP is like giving AI agents their own wallets so they can do business with people and other AIs, right? And so their genesis, well, this is how these new AI agents are being released, right? It's that new virtual launches. So people can join early by buying the tokens there. So those tokens are co-ownership and a share in whatever the AI earns later. So for example, if a new AI influencer is launched, you can grab tokens at Genesis, and if it blows up, you benefit, right? And so we've been discussing some tokens that were launched through Genesis at Virtual Protocol. And yes, AIXBT, Vader AI, we already mentioned those in our spaces before, right? I think like in May, we really seeked out that AI, yes, AIXBT. And Luna is one that we discussed as well. And these are all, having that through virtual protocol, which the ticker is $virtual. Yes, that's again just refresh our
You
minds
know
there.
what else is crazy about what Virtuals is doing? The gaming thing as well that you mentioned, and kind of their goal. I just wanted to touch on this real quick. Is that they want their agents to be accessible multi-platform. So the same agent that you're talking to on Twitter, hypothetically, there could be like a game that you interact with that same agent in this game, and the NPC with AI intelligence would remember you from Twitter. That's kind of like the goal and the direction that they're
Yes.
gearing everything towards, which is incredibly bullish. I mean, that's the future. And if you look at AI and gaming and what's going to happen, like if you can kind of like predict what the future holds based on the way things are going, this is inevitably the future. Having intelligent NPCs is absolutely, and so having basically like the scaffolding, the infrastructure, and to facilitate that technology. They've been laying this groundwork now for a while, but we're still incredibly early, and they're just now. I feel like this whole fire that they're lighting underneath them is kind of to be like they're informing the public this is what's going on because of what is going to come. That's the way it looks.
Yes.
That's the way it appears to me. The fact that it's on base. It's if you look at like all the pieces that have been falling into place for this to be successful. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, big fan of what
So
Virtuals is
that
doing.
the agent tokenization and co-ownership. So it's like this. So each AI agent is tokenized through an what is it was said at IAO that initial agent offering, right? And agent tokens are
Oh yeah.
fungible shares of ownership and revenue rights, and it's paired with the protocol's main token, and that's virtual. So tokens have a fixed supply, typically 1 billion per agent, created via that bonding curve, which we all know, and paired then with virtual in a locked liquidity pool to ensure that stability and that deflationary pressure, right? So yes, very much interesting there, you guys. We are gonna talk about it more coming week to unpack all of this because I know this can sound like a little much in one go, but we're going to do it a step by step with you. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate, come on stage. So we can discuss, right? Because it is a lot, and I know we've been talking about virtuals for a little bit already, and it triggers that people have ideas for agents, right, to fill in purpose, and so there people are cooking with ideas for these AI agents. So very much bullish there as well. And so I see Presh wants to maybe have a better connection now. And then we're gonna have to move on to, oh my God, Stinky Brown Pinky. Jesus Christ, is that what we're gonna do? All
That's
right,
terrible.
cool.
Jeez.
Well, maybe bullish. We're gonna give everybody a chance. I see there's lots more people on the live stream as well. So everybody just wave your hands there. Say hi to the people on YouTube. Say hi to the people on X. Yes, they're watching with us. They're seeing us in this space, so they get to see your little hands waving. Show some love. We do these live streams, multi live stream actually on X and YouTube at the same time because we do understand when we talk about stuff like virtuals just now, Tick is actually pulling that up on the live stream. So the people who are more visually inclined can watch with us and follow and understand what we're talking about, right? Because that's the thing too. Yes, Presh, welcome back. Do you have anything to add to the virtual protocol conversation? Maybe not,
Hmm.
but then we kind of have to move on. And I don't
I'm
know if
amazed you knew the Path Dow stuff, and not many people know that.
yes. Well, I've been looking at it myself since 24, so I know virtuals. When it came up as campaign, I was like, oh, I knew this, right? And then that rebranding that they did, and that was actually because I was doing a deep dive into the AI narrative, and I wanted to look at some stuff that was coming on early and see where I can catch the most bullish ones because I started out this space on the AI narrative that you guys you need to watch out. There's a lot of stuff, basically like a meme token, and they call them an AI, but all they have is like a meme generator in their TG, and or some other bullshit going on there, and it's a smoke screen, right? And we should be able to distinguish quality here from that quantity because the AI narrative is bullish, and I'm sure these shady things we're going to pump along, sure, but I like to invest in the real deal, right? And something that can sustain over time, that actually has function, and so I can hold and invest. Yes, so there's a ton of tokens that just have like shady stuff, which I mean, come on, an AI generator doesn't make you an AI token, a utility like that. That's a meme utility, if in any. And so, but welcome, Lurky. Welcome here on stage with us. Good to see you.
Likewise, I just saw the tag, so in between meetings, I got a meeting in like an hour or so. But good stuff, just actually really good stuff. But yeah, just cooking. Started the virtual stuff. We're working on some of the new partners that will have campaigns coming up and lots of stuff under the hood. So I think the grind never stops, right? But yeah, I was just tuning into what you're talking about virtuals, and yeah, I can tell you already know a decent amount and about virtuals, and yeah, they're. I would say like every launch pad you're gonna have dilution and bad actors. Anytime there's money to be made, there's gonna be bad actors. So I think if you're interested in like the virtual stuff, like definitely check out the ones that are like on the ACP. Those seem to obviously be a little more established. Obviously have more communication with the teams, and then obviously you can leverage all of their agents in one area too. So use the strengths. They're pretty much trying to be a supercomputer, right? So everybody's got their own little niche. we can feed all the data to this, and it can like transparently work together instead of like this very closed off approach, which has happened across the board. So yeah, it's definitely a hard feat to tackle, but I think it's very interesting. I think, in the future will be autonomously like companies being able to communicate with each other, even if the founders don't need to, they'll be able to access data. So yeah, other than that, just, I guess on the personal side of things, I was going to get dinner the other day and I saw this dog that was on the street and like running, was about to get hit. So like I stopped and um, tried to help it, and we took it into the vet, and like has a bunch of ticks, and we had like probably like 50 of them removed, and then we paid for like some medicine. She's got like some like 2 tick-borne diseases, and so we're trying to clear that up. And then just found out today that she has like worms in her stool. So yeah, other than the work stuff, I've been trying to cater to this dog that we're trying to help out, and I feel bad for her. So she's in the other room right now, kind of just isolated, and I'm getting her food and water. And I already have 3 dogs, so this is the 4th one here. So
Oh, but that is just too good. I can never leave a dog like that out on the street either. I pick it up, or animals in general. Sometimes people leave them in front of my house. I just like, I know you have time to do this, or heart basically to do it. I do not have time. That's a misconception. But thank you
yeah,
so
for sure.
thank you so much for helping another life out there, um, living right, uh, without suffering there. Yes, too much of that
Yeah,
going on, such
it's
as
pretty
that.
sad. I mean, I've helped a lot of dogs when I, see maybe they're gotten out or something, but this was like the worst case I've seen of like just like infestation of, bugs and stuff. So it's very sad.
Yeah, very, very sad, but she's going to be better and doing better thanks to you. So thanks for that. But on the lurking note, look, business is booming with Lurky. And everybody here, when you're listening, this is audio fight is going to change the way we are, looking at spaces very much, even though we are getting cloud and rewards for what we're doing already, talking about our favorite projects. We're talking about crypto, talking about Web3. We do that already. And it's the only way we can bring long format. Um, on X, because when you post, X wasn't made for long format, right? If people start posting that, writing a whole chapter, a whole Bible on something, nobody will read that, and the info will get lost. And that's in spaces we can really do that long conversation, deep dive into stuff, answer questions, and ask questions directly. And so Lurky is really like in the gap, jumping in that gap where we now can also have that extra dimension of rewards, of having that reverb that makes it so easy and beautifully condenses things. Really, I'm amazed sometimes when I look at the reverb. I was like, oh my God, I could not have put that together myself and done any better, right? And looking up spaces to you guys, where it actually gives you an overview of the spaces that are going on in the moment. And I don't always get that with X at all. Sometimes I get a space and I was like, why is it telling me to go see this space? And 8 spaces I need to look up that are much more bullish for me to join, but somehow X is not showing me this. So use Lurky for all of that stuff. Sign up with Lurky. The link is on my profile. And they are growing. You are growing so big. I mean, so much growth over
Yeah,
the last week.
it is pretty gnarly. So for some numbers, we're growing on average 5 to 10% every day for the last 3 weeks. So it's pretty wild to see. That's usually like you usually try and get like a 1 or 2% for a normal company in a month, and we're doing it in half a day.
I wanted to ask,
That's crazy.
what do you say about other projects that are doing something similar? I've come across like 2 today, because that's like the meta right now, is the initial attention offering and mindshare data analyzation and all that. So we're seeing, it seems like every day there's more projects that are emerging. I saw two today. One of them was potential AI, and the other one was called it's like looker, or like what is it called, like joiner, watcher. It's watchor with two O's. So watch or um yeah, so go watchor with two O's.
Yeah,
So what do you say about these
Cinema Deep.
mhm.
I would say, yeah, I haven't heard of Watchor yet. There's a lot of info files coming out. I don't know, is it directly for audio or?
Well, Watchor doesn't have, it just is never sidelined again, and it doesn't really talk about what it does. You just, right now it's just an initial like sign up thing. Potential AI looks like mindshare data, and that's on virtuals, and that's on base as well. So
okay, yeah, I mean, I exploration right now with the InfoFi stuff. I think like even yesterday Zeet came out, and there was like Mindo, and there was
Mindo. That's the other one, Mindo AI. Yeah, that's right. Like there's so many.
Yeah,
it's
there's
hard to
a
keep
bunch
track
right now. Within this past like week or two, I'd say there's a lot of InfoFi. Well, I mean, I guess it's bound to happen with the InfoFi stuff, but I think like where everybody tried to kind of copy the InfoFi stuff, we kind of went to our own pathway with AudioFi. And
yeah,
I mean, I don't know if anybody else is building that out there. I mean, I'm sure eventually there will be more players, and but I think it just comes down to like we have the data already. Like they don't have almost 4 years of data already. They're already like, if they start now, they're gonna have the data. Like, and I think that's the big problem of why people said Zeet yesterday was like they just started monitoring. I think like June 29th, so it's only like 1 month of data. So I mean, I think that's gonna be a very hard positioning. Like the longer people come out with InfoFi, the least advantage they have because they have less data. So either they're gonna have to pay for somebody else's APIs to get the historical data, or I don't.
Let's say I want to launch a
paying for somebody else's data.
What if I want to launch a leaderboard and I want to use Lurky API? Is anyone able to use it, and what's like the cost? And can you explain that whole Lurky API thing?
Yeah, I mean, there's two different formats. Is one, you could set up your own leaderboards with their APIs. So I saw that our homie in here, Adam Songjam, they leverage our APIs. So they create their own leaderboards. They have their own partnerships. We do all the back end stuff for them. He does everything else, and then we give them reports, and then however he splits up his mind share, he has a different algorithm than us. And so that's one way. So you can tap into our APIs and build your own stuff out if you're a company or you want to do your own apps or applications. Or the other route is like we handhold you with a campaign where we do all of the lifting, we put it all together for you. We already have it made, we customize it, and then we give you reports at the end.
Was PharmaChain one that you guys are facilitating all of that? Is that an example of one that you guys are handling?
On the back end, yeah. So front end, that is Songjam's collaboration, but they leverage Lurky's APIs to do the campaign, and then yeah, it's their partnership, but they use our technology.
Yeah, is it a very much like with the tide rises, the boats rise together type of approach? Like you're applying that philosophy that let's grow together and build community, or what's kind of your thought on that?
Yeah, I mean, we can't be everywhere at once, and if the underlying tech is we're powering things, then that's ultimately good for us. We're getting exposure from them. They're also paying us, so it's not like we're not getting paid. But yeah, I mean, it's all about distribution. We have such a big data channel here. We need the word to get out more and the distribution. So we tend to think like we would rather be a partnership with people leveraging our data. Now it's the upper hand for us to be in the leverage position, right? Because we have the data. So
yeah,
that would make the most sense on that front. But yeah, I mean, I'm always happy to talk to people, and like with these other InfoFi platforms, like I don't really view them as a competitor as much. Like, yes, they're in some type of realm that's InfoFi, but like I look at them like, how can I get my data to them? Because I know for a fact that they're going to be so focused on their InfoFi stuff, they're not going to want to be building this audio stuff out. It's way too complicated, and they don't. Yeah, it's just easier to tap in to pay us APIs that already has it done than for companies to build out a whole subsector just for this, for audio when they're trying to focus on info like timeline stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, that is so sick. And I was, upon looking at the spaces rundown, the analytics and all of that, I was thinking to myself, like, how could I leverage this data? Because there's, just the transcripts from the spaces alone, there's just so much information there. And it's like finding use cases for that. I mean, that's kind of like my next kind of thought is I'm like, okay, well, what can I do with all of this? Yeah, what you guys are doing, it's God's work, man. It is so cool. Wilder and are huge fans of what you guys are doing. I apologize for bringing up the competition. I just kind of wanted to like clear the air and see kind of like what your thoughts were on all that. It's not that I'm implying that that you guys have to compete against them. I just kind of wanted to hear the bullish case. Because I'm extremely bullish on Lurky. I think that you guys, the reason I bring it up is because I feel like you guys are doing things differently. There's so many things that are proprietary to this. The spaces breakdown, the analytics, the mindshare. It's some things you've seen in other platforms, but no one's doing it as well as you. Man, I will say your website looks beautiful. The even down to like the fonts that you utilized, everything is just so damn crispy and clean. And hats off to you for such an amazing project. Sorry.
My project again, because you're starting to do that. Yes.
Okay.
You started to do the thing again. It's time for.
Oh man, sorry about that, you guys. That's very annoying. 2 hours on the dot. There we go. Every hour on the dot. I swear.
And I'm here on stage.
I thought it was
as well.
me. I was like, oh no, my headphones are dying.
No, it's Tic. Every hour, it's on the hour he does this, and then he just needs to. I'm gonna call him Trip. I already said like round trip. That's
funny. What's up, Adam?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
It's actually there's been the it's just like the whole BTC Asia kind of wrapped today, and then there's just like all the side events. So yeah, I might go back into China tomorrow for there's another side event in Shenzhen which could be worth checking out.
Oh,
it's like you can't.
City.
It's relentless. It's like it's like the spaces. Like you want to go to all the spaces, and then you want to go to all of the fucking side events at the fucking conferences as well. So it's but it's been super good actually. Like really good connections over here. And
I also love how you make that distinction between Hong Kong and the rest of China, because my teacher had to point me this out too. I was like, "It's Chinese," and he's like, "No, it's a very different paperwork too for people in Hong Kong than in China." I was like, "Okay, I didn't know."
Yeah.
Well,
he
said
it's
that,
funny.
and I was like, "Isn't that China?"
Well, it's funny because like
it is and it's not.
Yeah, it is and it isn't. But it's like there's the first time I came to Hong Kong, I found there's this road. I was staying on Gloucester Road, which is like that's probably a word that you don't even say much in American, right? But like Gloucester Road is like I grew up on Gloucester Road. It's like so strange because it used to be British. So there's like all of this very familiar kind of just familiar names for buildings and streets and everything. So it's kind of like quite got a very and it is actually very different from mainland China as well. So because it's just the way it's set up.
Are people trapped there or what?
No, it's been Eric Trump. I think you heard. He decided to dump the Bitcoin price today, right? So I think he was responsible. It was directly after his speech at the conference that the big sell-off happened. But it's
what got sold? It was like 300 million or what?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I haven't like kind of done a forensic analysis of the chart
That's
yet,
how
but
much it
it's
would
like,
take for it to drop that much. It's somewhere in that ballpark.
yeah,
Anytime we have those big
yeah,
drops, there's like 300 million that got liquidated usually. So that's a good question
yes,
for perplexity, maybe.
yes, totally, yeah, definitely interesting. But it's funny because like you kind of now I'm much more in the weeds with all of this crypto stuff, and it's like you just see how it's like, I mean, everybody's kind of playing a similar game here, and it's just like Bitcoin is just on like a whole other level from like what, you know, people are doing here in the trenches or whatever. So but it's actually like it's not that different really.
Absolutely. What amazes me that a lot of people don't know that there's it's like just regular money, just coins and paper is very hard in China. Everything is digital, right? And so sometimes they don't have change for you either. And so everything is digital there. A lot of people are thinking that China is backwards when it comes to crypto as well. It's absolutely not. I don't know, Adam, if you know the Conflux blockchain, but that's actually a Chinese blockchain, right? And they actually have like a China Telecom, Anchor, they have China McDonald's, Oreo, China, right? The Little Red Book, the Xiaohongshu, the Shanghai municipal, the government actually also, and so yes, right. China's mobile Migo, it's like crazy that they have like China has their own stuff. They have their own music, their own right. They look very much to the Western things for influence and trends, but other than that, they have a lot of like in-country things, and so they have their own blockchain as well, and we were looking at it because it actually did like great on the charts and did like a 40% up on a day. It was crazy. We kind of dived into that, and so it's not the fastest blockchain out there at all, but you know, on these things you might want to be bullish because a whole country, a country that only likes to use its own technology pretty much, um, has now this is their own blockchain, right? So on things like that, you need to look at blockchains from different angles. Sometimes it's not, they don't do all the same thing, and they're not made for the same countries, and they sometimes they function in a very niche area, but it doesn't mean that they're less bullish than other stuff. So just I know a lot of people are mistakenly throwing every blockchain yeah, in one basket. You should not be doing that, right? You should not be doing that. But Adam, I don't know if you know
yes,
CoinFlux.
well,
Yeah.
I haven't specifically, yeah, I mean Coinflux is kind of this like uh SOE, right? Like that is controlling all of these groups, or yeah, okay. And yes, it makes sense. And I think that the interesting thing that's going to happen now is like Hong Kong has is going to become the venue for crypto in China, right? Yeah, so technically it is part of China, and but it is crypto is becoming completely legalized, whereas in mainland China it's not really allowed, other than this context where there's the CBDCs. And yeah, it's kind of like it's not actually the same, but it's a little bit like there's a just like a fully custodial approach to money in China, and that's how it's going to be. But then there's like a non-custodial. It's you're allowed to take a non-custodial approach in Hong Kong, and it may be that the Chinese capital, like the kind of retail, Chinese retail, may be allowed to participate in venues in Hong Kong, and by venues I mean virtual venues, right? So exchanges will actually capture the Chinese retail market, which is actually massive, you know. So the I think that's the expectation, but that's what's literally legally being set up, right? And I can see that happening, but it's going to be yeah, it's like in practice, like the government in Hong Kong doesn't have a clue like how to actually make that happen, you know. So it's more like there's an agenda for that, but obviously Hong Kong has been like an important place for, like, home of BitMEX originally, and like FTX were here, And of course, I think Tether came out of Hong Kong, but all of that was more because it's like the Wild West or the Wild East, rather than like because of any top-down regulations. But now it's like it's all kind of getting cleaned up, and actually, like for what we're doing, is kind of is cool, because like voice verification, we can take that into the Chinese market in a custodial manner, and then the rest of the world will we leverage a non-custodial solution pretty
Yes.
much. So it's the right kind of positioning for us.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly where my thoughts went with that. The same, right? So there's a whole market there to take for all of this. And I mean, your brain would be going over hours right now, high speed it's a new frontier, basically, right? So it's a new frontier, and I think we should not be ignoring that part at all. We see some different stuff happening in Japan with that, but I kept my eye on that as well. And so, because these countries are highly digital to begin with, so it doesn't take much for adoption of all of this. So yes, very bullish, Adam. I finally found somebody that I can geek with on that area, because every time I talk about it here in space, people leave. People are like, we don't want to hear this stuff, but it's bullish, you guys. It's bullish. You should be looking into that if you're serious about making it in crypto. And with that, we're going to do something completely different now, because we've got a project that we don't know and we'd like to meet, and it's Stinky Brown Pinky. Like, we're going to just completely go 180 in the other direction here. I'm gonna ask Tick to be my co-host again, just in case I lose the plot here and I get bumped out of spaces.
There we go.
There we go. So Stinky is
Oh,
Stinky Brown Pinky.
400
Tick here.
million, by the way. 400 million. I had looked it up. 400 million
Right.
dollars in Bitcoin was liquidated today. So,
Oh
but
yes,
yes,
well
let's.
that happens. We
Yeah.
can take it. We've been there before. But Stinky Brown Pinky, we do have the live stream up. So anything you want Tick here to show you, or to show the audience, then please inform him what you like to have seen on the live stream, right? If you're shilling, I'm giving you a chance here to get to a broader audience. We don't know Stinky Brown Pinky, but let's get to know each other. Good morning or good evening to you.
Good morning. It is everyone's favorite brown finger. I hope you guys are doing good today. Yeah, so I'll kind of break it down for you guys. We actually have had a lot of changes come through. Some people here I know that have heard our show plenty, a lot of supporters here. But anyways, so I'm Tyler. I'm doxed in this space. If you would like to pull up our website, it is sbpcoin.com. You can pull up that website. It kind of gives you a rundown. We did have NFTs that we were selling on Solsi, but unfortunately, Solsi, what we thought is what we thought we needed at the time. They had unlockables and whatnot. Turns out they didn't have unlockables. We had several of our pieces already minted, and we're like, well, shoot, what now? So we continued using Solsi. We've reached out to them for a few issues that we've had with their platform. We've tried to get verified. They won't verify us. They won't reach out to us. We've had our community tag them over 200 to 300 times, trying to get their attention, to no avail. So we have zero support. So with that said, 500 Stinky Brown Pinkies will be launching through Launch My NFT. And we will be giving that date hopefully here in the next week or two. We're really excited to roll out through there. The Stinky Brown Pinky origin, for those who haven't heard, the Stinky Brown Pinky was floating in outer space, just minding his own business, not a stinking sight. And one day, a massive black hole opened up and it sucked him inside. Well, there was a problem. He was looking at the walls and he realized this was no ordinary black hole. The walls were filled with brown and corn. He then realized he was stuck here. He knew that he had to survive. So he grew close to the corn. He ate corn for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and his midnight snacks. He grew so close to the corn, they became his family and friends. But fate is cruel. One day, a massive fart launched him back to the blockchain, ripped him from the corn that he once knew and loved. And with that, he made a pinky promise to hunt down the fart that launched him back to the blockchain and ripped him from his family and friends, the corn. And rumor has it, it was a fart coin fart. And if it was a fart coin fart, we are building our Pinky army and we are building our community to come and plug every single one of fart coin on souls' butts to keep that hot air from rising any further. We're here to show them we are the next freaking funny meme token, and you can't strip us from our corn and take us away from what we love. And those wondering, you may be wondering, how is a silly, stinky brown Pinky gonna achieve such a crazy thing? I'll tell you how. Our community that we have been building over the last few months is built and backed by the sacred Pinky Promise. When people link up and stink up with us, they take the Pinky Pact and make that promise that we're going to stick together no matter how stinky this crypto market gets. There's so much negativity out there, but if we can link up and stink up, then the Pinkies will all bank together. We're focused on building community. We do have a chart. It's SVP coin. We launched through Solana. And the chart is, it's nothing spectacular. It's nothing crazy. It's not a get rich quick chart. But I tell you what, we're out here grinding every single day. We're putting our foot forward. We're taking these hurdles through SolSea. We have spent thousands of dollars through SolSea, just minting a few hundred tokens. It's quite terrible that we have to pull the plug and move our money elsewhere. But if they don't want to support us, we don't want to support them. We're out here really trying to build, and we're not going to let that stand in our way. Crypto is full of hurdles every single day. There's a new tackle, new task you have to tackle. And we're out here doing that. We're out here grinding. If you go to our website, you can go to SolSea and you can see some of those that we have. They are not they are not actually listed, but they are still technically a collection. We haven't burnt them yet. We want to leave them there. That way, the people who we still shill to can kind of see what we have to offer. We have some really dope pinkies, some really cool chases, gold, diamond, some really cool stuff. All 500 are one of one. None of them are like in any way. So, really appreciate the time. We're just in the stage of putting ourselves out there in these spaces. I'm glad I found this space. This is a new space for me. Um, and I will definitely be coming back. Like I said, I see tons of familiar faces, and I heard people talking earlier. You see these projects out here grinding every single day, and you see all these familiar faces in these spaces, in these different communities, and I absolutely love it. And that's, the Stinky Brown Pinky is going to be another one of those communities where we can onboard others from other communities, unite, lock pinkies, pinky promise to ride this shit or die, and just keep freaking building. So thank you so much. Any
Awesome.
any questions? You're more than welcome.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I pulled up the chart. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Pulled up the chart. So it's sitting at a 32K market cap with about 100 holders. The distribution looks like there's like some like LP stuff going on with the distribution. But so do you have like a liquidity pool that you're farming transaction fees off of? I'm just curious. That's not a bad
No,
thing.
so if you
It
Oh, no, no, no. So if you actually go and look at all our bubble maps and everything, we actually hold a big supply of our token supply, about 60 to 70%. We did this on purpose. A lot of people are like, "Oh my gosh, I don't want to buy into a token when they have 70% of the supply." But if you look at a lot of legitimate crypto projects, they hold a good amount for a good reason. We have Hefty, 8-10% marketing wallets. We have 10% going to airdrops. We have an extra 20% that we can supply for liquidity. If something happens, a whale comes in, tries to snipe, I mean, you never know what could happen. So we do have 20% of the total supply tied up to inject back in liquidity if we need to. But no, we don't have anything like that going on right now. Our chart has been pretty, it hasn't been tons of trades a day, but We do have some firm believers. We had someone in the community throwing $500, another one throwing 250. But we aren't even looking for those buys either. If someone wants to come in and buy $1 and hang on and watch us build, that's what we're all about. So we're gonna set up staking and everything through SoulSuite. So yeah.
Very nice. Thank you for bringing that. That's SBP is the ticker on Solana. If you guys are interested in checking it out, it was sbpcoin.com is their URL. If you want to go check it out, they've got all the info with the contract address and where to buy. So thank you so much for bringing that project to us. This is What's the Ticker. So what we do here is we like to listen to different projects, come on and shill. And then I believe we do have somebody up next. Is it Wilder? You want to take it?
Yes, yes. Yeah. First, I wanted to say hello to my favorite frikandel in the space, C3. How are you doing? Hoe gaat het?
Hello, hello. How's everybody doing?
GM.
Hope you get a good evening. Well,
Yes, well, my voice is a little wacky. I'm trying to
I just wanted to
survive.
ask, are you getting sick?
Maybe a little bit, but I'm doing a lot.
Get those frikandellen in.
I know I'm gonna order me some frikandels tomorrow and extra sauce too. Extra sauce.
Let's go.
Yeah,
How's,
get some
how's life, Dick?
Oh, dude, it's so great, man. And I'm a big fan of all the moves that you guys have been making. I see that Click has been a big part of Soul on chain, and the way that you guys are growing, it's just massive. All the moves that you guys are making, like, very rapidly, and very stoked to see it. Do you want to go into some of the stuff that you guys are building?
Where you know us from and for the support and helping new upcoming Solana projects, we are doing a promotion site for them, or building websites, building discords, building the art, the NFT collection themselves, the generating of the artwork itself. So if you in the blue, you don't know where to start, we can help you in multiple packages, but that's not the only thing what Soul on Chain is about. It's about bringing communities back to each other, because we cannot build this on ourselves. We need to do it all together. The more people are involved, the bigger we will get, and the more moves we can make on this Web3. But
Community
the biggest,
yeah,
community is key. But what you have seen from Soul on Chain is actually just 15% of the 100 that's coming.
Very nice. We're still
We
early.
are working on something really massive, and I cannot slip any single word off of it.
Nice.
Somebody mute him quick, please. Just mute him before he giga leaks something.
No,
Come on.
There we go.
C3 is now allowed to send me DMs. DMs are open.
Damn, yeah, you guys are cooking. I know that you're always cooking, so just even hinting at it, I'm like, oh shoot,
Cooking
it's
frikandellen.
gonna be massive.
That's what's going on. I said cooking frikandellen.
Every hint can be also put against us, so we need to make small moves, big moves, but especially smart moves.
And quiet moves, yeah, move in silence for sure. Build in silence.
That's it.
Always do that, right? You don't want to have any weird juju around that, so you gotta be a step ahead of the juju, the bad juju.
But of course,
Yep.
if it's there, the inner community, it's like you guys will be the first ones who will find out, for sure.
Well, I love that, and we would be honored. And I'm bullish on this. You guys, you should pay attention because we are heading into the quarter 4 surely, right? And of course, the market today, we're not here for today, right? That's very obvious. If you are not a trader, you are not here for today. You should be seeking out bullish projects. You should be seeking out what is going to do very, very well in the coming months. And these next months are going to be life changing. I think you need to realize this. You need to get your X accounts ready if you are looking anywhere to do a business here with your ex, right, or branding with your ex or whatever, you need to get in shape and ready. In shape, very literally in shape. You cannot expect to roll out of a freaking Lambo with a bare belly and with your joggers on, just, barely getting out of the car there. You can't. If you want to be a millionaire, you got to look like one. These things, this money can't buy this, right? And so if you feel bearish today and just looking
I'm
at
the
the chart,
opposite. I want to step out of my Lambo in my flip flops, and especially my Adidas flip flops.
yes, but you're looking buff. That's the difference. You can do that if you look hella buff. You cannot do that if you're looking like a freaking slob. You can't, right? So you can. And these things, money can't buy. You can be thinking, oh, when I get these millions, I'm gonna look different. No, no, you're already not taking care of yourself today. What makes you think you're gonna when you have millions, right? You're just gonna be lazy some more. That's what you're gonna do, because you're it now, right? Money doesn't help you there. You guys should realize this. Get in shape. Get strong. Eat right, do the right thing there for yourself. Longevity. Anyway, yes, Tick, help me out here. My voice is going. It's going.
Yes, yes. So which NFT projects should we be looking at today? I see that there's a new rabbits thing that's going on, BTFD rabbits. So this is new to me. Do you want to give me like
Yeah,
a rundown?
the BTFD rabbits are on Ethereum. It's already an established NFT project. The owner is I'm Didi. He took over the whole project on a moment, a good moment. Let's keep it on that. And they are pushing. They're coming from a 50 cent price a piece, and they're now already on $30-20 for quite some time. Floor,
Wow,
they're doing really good.
wow. So it's an
And for
Ethereum NFT collection.
yes, sir, it's from the last cycle.
Oh no way. Okay, okay. So that's 4 years strong. Damn. Okay. And so I'm just curious, why the recent attention to the project? Is it because the floor is rising, or is it new to you
No,
guys?
no, no. No, so me and Nep, we are already a longer time in the community. We also have like good relationship with the owners, uh, and I need to keep my mouth shut.
Very cool. Okay, cool, cool.
We get
Very
rugs from
interesting.
Alpha.
That's
We get the
something to
rugs from
look
the
at
Alpha.
then. Yeah, guys, keep it on your watch list. If you like Ethereum NFTs or you like money and profit, there could be a huge opportunity right here. This 4 years strong.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it
Absolutely.
looks
You should
bullish.
realize, Tick, very
Tomorrow,
much
tomorrow
that.
evening there will be a big Sol on Chain X BTFD space.
Do you have the link to that already? A post that you can pin?
Get you one, no problem.
Yes, please. And then you guys should realize that NFTs move differently than last cycle. So last cycle, the NFTs were really coming after the fact a little bit, but not anymore, right? These collections that started there, they are still here with us. And every time we heard it before, we said ordinals were going nowhere. Nobody was talking about ordinals. And in 24, when the market started pulling, and hopefully you were there in your portfolio 40x with just anything out there in that relief rally for Bitcoin, immediately ordinals got mentioned. ETH pumping now, collections on Ethereum are up there. So if you thought that these things were going away, no, they never went away. And you should be looking at projects right now, because it moves a little different. These projects that are still out there and grinding, they are the ones that are going to pump first, right? So I just realized this, it works a little bit differently than last cycle, I think, because I've seen it in 24 happening, same thing. And it wasn't even all season, right? Or anything relatable to that. It was a very much a big relief rally in the market. And immediately the ordinals stood up, Ethereum projects stood up. We saw on Solana more projects starting out there. Everybody tried to, and be bullish and be like, oh my God, NFTs. Yes, they never went away, right? So have a look at these collections, and I cannot wait to be updated and on all that you got, C3. Yeah.
I think until this moment there are still more established NFT projects on the Ethereum blockchain than there are really on Solana. Like Solana is doing really good, and I think it will also be a big part in the future will be Solana NFTs, but I think the big projects will forever stay on Ethereum.
Well, I do have to agree with you there. And I think that a lot of people, well, in May, everybody was bearish on Ethereum, but I don't think people understand Ethereum as a blockchain at all, right? And that 90% of crypto is built on Ethereum, and we cannot ignore this. So everybody that was bearish on Ethereum, it is the number two in crypto. When we think Bitcoin is gold, Ethereum is silver. It's going to get traded by mass amounts of big money, and institutional money. And basically that's all what's pumping the charts right now is institutional money. Retail is not in sight yet. So retail is where the rest start to pump. The longevity of Ethereum supports projects like, and Ethereum is not standing still, you guys. It moves. It has these patches. It's better gas fees. I've been trying to get some ETH maxis into the spaces, but unfortunately, there are hella geeks and introverts that don't want to speak much. Um, but yeah, Ethereum is deflationary. A lot of people don't know this either. You should be looking into Ethereum and then decide for projects to build on. Sometimes stickers come on here, and we actually, well, I tend to ask them, why did you choose that blockchain? And most of the time, it's volume. And I get that, I understand that, but longevity is a thing too, you guys. So yes, the established ones on Ethereum are actually hella bullish. Well, Fidenza, look at that Fidenza, 300 ETH, the last one. Crazy numbers there, you guys. Thank you for coming though, C3. We have that pinned up above here. Everybody just want to go there and set your reminders for that. That's going to be a fun space. I'm going to do the same thing as well. Right.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
the link that's up there is the Magic Eden one
Oh,
from the
that's the Magic
BPFE.
Eden one.
Let me get the
Make a
Soul
link. Yeah.
one up there.
Yep, make a link. I thought it was that one. Also, Mr. Smart. Hold on before we kind of. All right. Doesn't matter. Move on. I'm gonna be in DMs with the other projects because they kind of wanted to chill too, but I guess they ran out of time because we're going out too long again. But doesn't matter next time.
Just too bullish.
We're too bullish. All right, here we go. Yes, set your reminders. We can do that right now. It's up in the Jumbotron, you guys. Unfortunately, the viewers on YouTube and on X, um, please go to, let me just say that out loud, and at Soul on Chain X, right? At Soul on Chain X. Go there on your X account and go look that up. Set your reminders for that space. Is going to be bullish. And while you guys are at it here in the audience, just go ahead and follow everybody on stage, and don't stop there. Follow everybody to the left, to the right, to the bottom and the top right. Everybody in the room, give each other a follow. It's what we're doing here. We're building, and you cannot build without making friends. You gotta sometimes reach out your hand first, right?
Yes, and don't get banned like me from following people for 3 days by using automated processes to unfollow
Yeah,
people.
this
I'm
is this is the alpha. I was giving Tick, he didn't listen to my alpha. I said, Tick, when you unfollow people, everybody in the room, when you unfollow people that don't follow you back, sometimes you want to go and do that just to freshen up the ones that you follow. And of course, this should be a two-way street, right? Not a one-way street. And so you're gonna want to unfollow some people, but don't do that in big numbers, right? Do that to 75 to 100 would be great, and just stop there, and then do it again a few days later. But I actually use, just like Tick, use the Nano Browser AI to automatically unfollow people that don't follow me. But my prompts always say limit this to 75 people. But Tick did it and got wrecked, which is
so
too funny.
forgive me. I do follow back everyone who follows me. I just I'm suspended for 2 more days from following anyone while my
Yes.
account. Yeah, that's so annoying. But yeah, just be
By the
careful with
way,
that type of stuff. Yeah.
if you guys want that alpha, it's the Nano browser. You get the API key from Google Studio. You plug it in there, you tell it what to do, and you can do that with your X like this. But you can have many purposes for that nano browser. I use it a lot now, and now that I got better prompting that thing, right, doing automatic stuff, especially if I'm away from the laptop or the Mac, right? So it works in your Google Chrome, and yeah, it's got that nano browser is bullish. And you can just prompt it like this, right?
Yeah.
You can say like unfollow everybody that doesn't want to follow me, then scroll down and repeat that process up to 75 people unfollowed. And it will just start doing that, right? When you can make some coffee.
Yeah, I want to think of some more use cases for because it's a browser. It's an open source browser automation agent that is capable of complex planning and processing and reasoning. So I'm probably going to go into ChatGPT and ask it, what are give me 10 use cases for Nano Browser and
Yeah.
explain what it
While you
does.
go
And
do
yeah.
that, Smart here has his hands up. Smart, welcome.
Yeah,
Yes.
GM everyone.
Yeah.
Although I came into the space very late, but I could say I got some alphas here. Yeah, I just had my pen and I was just, taking down some notes. Um, I just want to say kudos to what we are building here. Kudos to Sol on Chain. Kudos to C3, and kudos to everyone on the space. Let's continue to build up more and more. And please, I would like to say, C3, I dropped something on your DM. I don't know if you mind checking.
I will have a look.
Thank you
I will
so
have a look
much.
now. I will have a look now. Sorry. I was smoking as well at the same time.
All right, thank you.
DMs
Very
are
nice.
happening. DMs are happening. Take use cases for that nano browser.
Yeah, so let me see. One that it came up with was multi-step workflow automation. So Nano Browser can chain multiple sites into one flow. For example, visit an exchange, fetch token data, and then push into a Google Sheet. So that would be one, is forming like a list, I guess, of tokens that fit a certain criteria, if that's like your cup of tea. Security and compliance testing, customer support, web performance benchmarking. Engineers can automate page load, speed tests, asset monitoring, user experience measurements. Let me see, SEO and analytics automation, so search engine optimization. And marketing teams can run Nano Browser to simulate organic searches, check keyword rankings, analyze competitors' landing pages, or capture structured analytics at scale. One of my favorites is automated logins and form filling. So let's say you're looking for a job and you want to fill out like 10 job applications. You can actually automate your browser, have Nano Browser go through and fill out all these applications and basically prompt you if it's stuck with any questions that it doesn't know the answer to. But data scraping collection, automated testing for web applications. So data scraping as well is another good one. I'll finish with this one. The Nano Browser can be used to scrape structured or unstructured data from websites like prices, news headlines, product listings, while mimicking human browsing to avoid basic anti-bot detection. So it takes control of your browser. It's open source and it's free. And so, yeah, you're basically limited by your imagination. Anything that you can do by clicking around basically with your browser or filling out forms as well, it's capable of doing that with amazing precision because it runs on whatever AI model that you incorporate. And right now, Gemini 2.5 is just absolutely like it's
Yeah.
almost scary what's going on with AI. Like the more
Yeah,
I
it
learn
is.
about it, it's like, dude, it's kind of
Man, I sometimes feel it you turn into AI. Because
me.
you're every time when we talk about these things, you're like, oh, let me run that through AI.
Oh
And
yeah.
then yes, you're asking AI to do the AI,
Oh yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
bullish.
It's just, I mean, optimizing workflow though. It's just I've realized because I would sit around. I mean, I have an imagination, so I was capable of sitting around brainstorming, going into Notepad, and coming up with a list of 5 ideas. And then I just realized I'm like, I can just have ChatGPT do it for me, and it's that much faster. But yeah, you having AI do all the thinking for you does seem like a very like you're going to experience like mental atrophy at one point, and then all this that's what they're basically speculating. It's the dumbing down of the population because we are becoming so dependent. And this is like, look at only a couple years the AI has really only been shining for the last year, really. Everything before a year ago was pretty much useless, but in the last year now it's like spooky. So yeah, dude, I watch a lot of documentaries and information related to this, and all of the consensus that like our days are sort of numbered with the lack of regulation with AI. It's a little bit it gets the mind wandering.
Well, that's why we're so bullish on the AI agents, right? Especially the ones like we mentioned in that virtual protocol. That we talked about this before. How everybody is just maybe we're gonna end up, everybody running their own agents to make money and do business.
Yeah.
That's possibly where we're going, and so I'm already thinking, like, all right, which wild agent would there be, right?
What about over in Europe? Are you guys seeing job loss now and unemployment like
Not yet.
slightly rise?
Not
Okay,
yet.
because I think that's a thing that's slowly happening. I
Well,
don't know
in
if
the
anyone has
Netherlands,
any
right?
info on that, but that agents are
Yeah.
replacing whole like workforces,
Yeah, but
departments.
that been happening for a little bit already, and I think Corona was a big part of that as well, because that actually pushed a lot of this, right? People not showing up for work, doing work at home, and then it turns out that all of that laid bare that we could work much more efficient than we did before, and so that kind of sped up that whole process of that. But yeah, we're here at What's the Ticker. We are always bullish on that AI. Tomorrow we're gonna have another What's the Ticker on Saturday, and that is gonna be about that AI and content creation as well. So you guys want to join us then tomorrow.
Yeah.
For now, we're gonna close. Thank everybody here in the space. We're gonna play. We're gonna, play the outro in a little bit. But thank you, Lurky, from being upstage with us. Click, of course, C3, Trash Panda, Smart, Giga on XRP still with us, listening as well. Chops here has been just freaking humping the stage like nothing else, like farming here for free the whole time.
Do it in the front.
Yes. Yeah, do it from the front. Yeah, por favor, right? Uh, C3 is like Porta Favore, yeah. Uh,
Por favor.
Porta Favore, here we go.
What's the ticker? Yeah. What's the ticker? Where's it at? What is the ticker? Where's it at? I got crypto in the X and the CA in the chat. Gonna ape another fat. Got a runner on the map, so line of sniping like a gat. And the Zoe is moving quickly. I'm the squeezing where they at. I'm trying to bring the Mimquins back. 1,000X is gonna land. I got him chilling in the back, and the gas fees are gonna slap. Where's the ticker? Where's it at?
Yeah, so thank you everybody again. Follow each other. Thank you everybody on the live streams for joining. We'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same space. Tick.
Thank you so much for joining us today, my friends. Stay bullish. We will see you tomorrow.